So far, the fortunes of the 2002 Warrior football season have been mixed. Tonight, the WAC season begins at Utep, and El Paso, Texas has not been hospitable to the traveling Hawaii Warriors. In fact, Hawaii has not been able to win at El Paso since 1992. Added to that is the embarrassment of last season's 66-7 loss in Honolulu, still fresh in Utep's minds. Tonight, the Miners are looking to burn the Warriors once again, under the moon, in the Sun Bowl. From the Sun Bowl in El Paso, Texas, it's Western Athletic Conference football. Tonight, it's the Warriors of Hawaii against the Utep Miners. Hello again, everybody. I'm Jim Leahy, along with Dick Tomey. Tonight, Hawaii faces Utep. Utep, so far this season, has led a troubled, nightmarish existence. 2 weeks ago, they gave up 77 points to Kentucky. Last week, against the number 2 team in the nation, Oklahoma, they gave up 68 points. But tonight is the start of the WAC season. It's a chance for UTEP in their first home game in the WAC to renew themselves.
Well, it is, Jim, and I think it's very important for UTEP to come out early and play well, because I think your players take a little hit confidence-wise when you do so poorly on the road. They're back here at home. They expect a good crowd tonight, which is tremendous for their program, and I think it's important that they come out and play well offensively, defensively early in the game.
And for Hawaii, they're coming off a loss, too, a very close loss to BYU, 35-32 at Provo. And still today, people around Honolulu and around the state of Hawaii, all they're talking about is the play of Timmy Chang.
Jim, I think the people in Hawaii need to relax about Timmy Chang. I think he's a good player. I think he's a young player. He hasn't practiced much. David Carr threw 4 interceptions his first game as a junior. And Timmy really hadn't practiced much. As far as the Hawaii team's concerned, I think they have a chance to have a good football team, but I think Timmy has just got to grow and develop, and I think he'll get better and better as he plays. But I think the focus of people needs to be more on the whole football team, because that's where the game is played.
And strange things have happened in El Paso. After all, Hawaii has not been able to win here since 1992. Tonight there is a full moon. They call it the harvest moon. So all of that is thrown into the sidebars, and strange things could happen on the field. It's a brand new field. It's artificial turf. It is of the latest synthetic quality. We'll see how things develop tonight. Hawaii against UTEP, Western Athletic Conference football. Welcome back to the Sun Bowl in El Paso, Texas. Just before tonight's game, UTEP band on the field. Hawaii just trotting onto the field now. Let's take a look at tonight's 7-Eleven keys to the game.
Jim, I think the keys to the game for UTEP now, I think it's very, very imperative that they get off to a good start, whether it be on offense, defense, in the kicking game. They just need to play good, solid football, because they're coming off 2 devastating losses that could really shock your confidence. I don't think it's as important for Hawaii to get off to a great start, although it would certainly help. For Hawaii, I think getting off, this is a fresh start for them, because this is they had a bye, lost the last game, very close, tough loss, but they're starting the conference. They get to start all over again, as does UTEP. I think the great start would be terrific for Hawaii, but it's even more imperative for UTEP.
Let's take a look at the Chevron Series record between these two teams. They've been playing each other for a while as the WAC wars continued over the last couple of decades. Hawaii leads the series 16-12. In El Paso, UTEP leads 7-5. In the last meeting last year in Aloha Stadium in Honolulu, it was all Hawaii, 66-7. Let me ask you about the revenge factor. You think football players remember in the course of a season the game a year ago?
Absolutely, absolutely. If people don't think that's a factor, then they've never been a competitive athlete, because I think that football players remember that. Football players remember that it was a very embarrassing defeat. Hawaii's defense, I believe, scored 3 touchdowns. And certainly that will be on their mind, but more on their mind, Jim, is the last couple of weeks and their desire to come out here in front of a nice home crowd and start the season anew. I think that's more on their mind, but the revenge factor is certainly in the back of their mind.
I'll tell you one thing that's unique about UTEP. They're led onto the field by Harley-Davidson motorcycles.
Well,
I've never seen that
I've
before.
never seen that.
This is the 100th year of Harley-Davidson.
Yes. And Jim, we should mention the beautiful facility at the end of the stadium. I believe that's the north end of the stadium. UTEP just opened this facility in recent weeks, and it's beautiful. It's we got a tour yesterday, and I would think that they have as fine a facility, and it certainly is well located, fine a facility as anybody in the conference, and better than some in the Pac-10 or in the Mountain West.
June Jones, of course, in his 4th year coaching the University of Hawaii. Coach Jones is 22-17, and Gary Nord coaching UTEP. He is in his 3rd year. He is 11-15. He is a very young team. In fact, only 2 seniors start on the offense, and only 3 seniors start on the defense. And that's according to plan. He no longer is taking junior college transfers and has not taken a junior college player for 3 years. He says in the long run, it will really pay off. Earlier this week, Hawaii head coach June Jones talked about tonight's game in our Geico quote of the game.
Well, UTEP, this will be the only game that I think that they'll really be up for. You know, this is a new start for them. It's a WAC season. They've played over the probably 2 teams that are very good football teams, and you know, they're going to show up this week and play their best game, and our guys already know that. We beat them significantly last year. They're still kind of pissed off about that, and thought we rubbed it in their face, and so they're going to play their best game. We all know that.
Coach Jones, as only he can explain. We're about ready to start. The toss of the coin was won by UTEP. They declined, so Hawaii will have their hands on the ball first. And we are underway from the Sun Bowl. That ball goes over the head of the returner, and that's Michael Brewster. And Hawaii will put the ball in play at the 20-yard line. It will be 1st and 10 for Hawaii. Timmy Chang is the quarterback. He comes in 39 of 82, 651 yards, 48% completion rate, 3 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. He is averaging 325 yards per game, and he leads the WAC in total offense and is 4th in the Western Athletic Conference in pass efficiency. 1st down from the 20. Hawaii comes out with triple wide receiver to the right. Hyrum Mitchell in the backfield with Timmy Chang from the shotgun. In motion is Colbert. Timmy Chang looking for Colbert, throws. That is complete and out of bounds at the 29-yard line. Jamal Fenner there to bump him out of bounds. Justin Colbert receives his 7th pass of the season. We have a penalty flag, however. Referee for tonight's game is Paul LeBen. See, well, it's holding. Hawaii backing up already. They discuss it fully, don't they, Coach?
They sure do.
Oh, personal foul.
It can't be that complicated.
Personal foul. So that really hurts. Hawaii gaining 8 yards on the first pass, but that will be negated. Let's take a look at the Hawaii starting lineup. This is sponsored by Enjoy Snacks. This is good stuff. And this offensive line that has allowed only 1 sack this year is a real asset to the University of Hawaii. Then you have the skill players for Hawaii. 4 wide receivers: Colbert, Owens, Herbert, Gossett, and the running back is Hyrum Mitchell. So it's loss of down following the personal foul penalty. The line of scrimmage is now just inside the 15-yard line. So Hawaii shoots themselves in the foot, and they limp around after that first play. In motion for Hawaii. Here's Chad Owens, and the ball Robert Rodriguez is there to make the tackle. Hawaii not going anywhere on that particular play. No gain. That'll bring up third down. Here's the Miners defense. That's the defensive front. And then Robert Rodriguez, who is the leading tackler. In fact, he was up among the nation's leaders last year, leads the linebacking corps. And then you see the defensive backs.
I think the defensive front will have a lot to do with this football game in terms of how well they play against the offensive front of Hawaii.
Mike Bass is in there with Chang. Quick throw to Colbert. Colbert is tugged and then spun down as he crosses the 17-yard line. Good defense by Utep. So Hawaii will have to punt it away. And punting will be Matt McBriar. McBriar is second team all WAC, and he leads the conference in punting with a 42.7 average. This is his 7th punt of the season.
Jim, I think UTEP has more good athletes on defense than anybody Hawaii has played. More quickness. And I think that you saw that right there in that series.
Jamal Fenner is deep. Excellent punt. Fenner back. Takes it at the 29. Fenner in space. Over the 40. Down at the 45-yard line. So it will be first down for UTEP. Good return by Jamal Fenner. Fenner just back into the lineup. He missed the last 2 games because of a knee injury, but he makes his place known right away. We'll take a break. It will be first down for UTEP. You're looking at number 8, John Shopper, 6'2", 210, the sophomore from San Antonio, Texas. Very quick on his feet. He's a track star in high school. Comes in here with 368 yards in passing. I formation behind him. He gives it to the tailback. And getting out to the 47-yard line is Howard Jackson. Jackson, the leading rusher on this team.
We're going to see a real concerted attempt by this offensive line that you're seeing there to come off and really help UTEP launch a great running attack against Hawaii to keep their defense off the field.
Excellent receivers and excellent runners. Single setback now. Wide receivers left and right. Second down and 7. The ball at the 48 for UTEP. Shopper running the option. Gets the midfield. Is run into the boundary and then belted out of bounds close to the first down. So you can see that right away UTEP has rededicated themselves. They come out with a variation on the theme. They have got to make it, in my opinion, Coach, they've got to make it a short game. They've got to keep it on the ground, let that clock tick, keep the ball out of the hands of the Hawaii offense.
That's exactly right, Jim. And Hawaii's ability to handle the option attack should improve as the night goes on. It should be the most difficult in the first quarter and should get better after that as they see the speed of it.
Third down, less than a yard. At the 45-yard line of Hawaii, ball is given to Jackson, and he wiggles to the 44. That's enough for the first down. So the first down of the ball game recorded by UTEP. This is the Hawaii defensive front: Correa, Sapawanga, Samu Sebo, and Travis Labor. Then the linebackers: Matt Wright, Chris Brown, and Pisa Tino Samoa. And the defensive backs: Abraham Ilamimian, Hyrum Peters, Sean Butts, and Kelvin Milhouse. First down for UTEP on the Hawaii 44-yard line, just underway in the first quarter. No score. Shopper fakes the run, rolls to the outside, now throws. That is tipped away from Jonas Krafts, the tight end. You were telling me that's one thing that Gary Nord likes to do, and that's involve his tight end.
Gary has had a couple of tight ends go to the NFL, and they've always worked the ball very effectively to their tight ends. They even split their tight ends out at some point during the ball game just to give them a better release, but they've done a nice job of getting the ball to the tight end.
Krafts comes in with 5 receptions for 44 yards. His father played for the Denver Broncos of the NFL and Edmonton of the CFL, so he has lineage. Second down and 10 from the Hawaii 44-yard line. Keeping the ball is Shopper. Maybe a broken play, but he turns the corner. And Hyrum Peters comes up to hit him at the Hawaii 41. That'll bring up third down.
Chopper has the quickness to make something out of nothing. He can make chicken out of chicken salad if you give him the chance, because he has excellent feet. Let's take a look at Chopper's feet here as he comes outside. You can see that he has some speed. He turns it up inside, and his quickness will be a big factor in this football game.
Able to turn away from Tinoy Samoa. Third down, and now the whistle blows. We could have a timeout. Hyrum Peters has his helmet off and is walking toward the sideline. And we'll take this timeout from the Sun Bowl. No score. When we come back, it'll be third down, long yardage for UTEP in Hawaii territory at the 41. Back at the Sun Bowl, no score. 11:20 left to play in the first quarter. UTEP has the ball just outside the Rainbow 40-yard line. Single setback, 4 wide receivers. Chopper with a long count. He runs the option. With it is Jackson. Jackson will be hit down short of the first down. He gets to the 36 from the 40. Gain on the play of 4. That'll bring up fourth down and decision time for UTEP.
I would think they would go for this, Jim, because you punt it, you very likely punt it in the end zone. A little too far for a field goal. It's a good time to go for it, and they will.
Jonas Crafts has come in, one of the tight ends, and no doubt a favorite target. The big receiver for UTEP is Terrence Minor, number 82, the senior out of Houston, one of only 2 seniors on that offensive team for UTEP. So it is fourth down and 2. And we have a timeout as the whistle blows. So UTEP has called the timeout. So they want to talk things over.
They could be thinking option here. Because option is what has probably been the best to them so far as the running game is concerned, or some kind of quarterback keep. I don't think they believe, Jim, that they can just come off the ball and block the big guys in Hawaii's front as effectively maybe as they would like, because they have great respect for their size, and certainly Hawaii's front, particularly their tackles, got better against BYU.
Take a look at the Queens Medical Injury Report, sponsored by the Queens Medical Center, Hawaii's leader in orthopedic surgery and sports medicine. There you see the injury update on the Miners and also on the Hawaii Warriors. You have to be Evelyn Wood to read it, but it is extensive.
Okay, tell me about Evelyn Wood.
Evelyn Wood is the speed reader.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
She used to live in an apartment.
You know, I've learned
and a truck
more.
would back up to her window.
Yeah, I've learned.
And they'd shovel books in there because she'd read them so fast. More books for Ms. Wood.
I see. I've learned more just extraneous things in this booth in the last year and a couple of games, Jim, than in many years prior to that.
It's called minutia.
I see. I don't know what to do with any of it, though, because
it's minutia.
Nobody in the barber shop or anything wants to know about Evelyn Wood. So, big play right here.
Fourth down for UTEP. Jackson comes out. He is the tailback. And Jimmy Smith in front of him, the fullback. Crafts is upset to the near side. Keeping the ball is Chopper. Chopper looking to throw. Chopper comes back to the near side. Chopper trying for the first down. He doesn't get there. Great play. A great play by Matt Wright. So Wright comes up and belts Chopper out of bounds and negates the first down. Matt Wright has played in the last 2 games against UTEP fantastically well, and this is another example of it.
And we're just going to see right here, Jim, we're going to see Matt and Gilmore chop their feet and do a nice job of not letting him cut back on them. David Gilmore and Matt Wright did a terrific job on that, because you can't give him the cutback. You got to take that away and then go knock Chopper out of bounds, which is what the Warriors did on that play.
Wright's a 90-yard interception return for a touchdown last year at Aloha Stadium. Timmy Chang, 1st and 10, steps up, throws for the sideline for Clifton Herbert, and he throws it wide. Covering on the play was Tim Woodard. Woodard, one of 5 defensive backs that UTEP uses in its basic defense tonight against Hawaii.
Man-to-man defense that time, man-free by UTEP. They have good quickness on the outside. Again, probably more athletic secondary than Hawaii has seen thus far this year. Just not experienced in all cases.
Hawaii comes out with 5 wide receivers and only Timmy Chang in the backfield. Chang throws. That is tipped and incomplete.
That time 2 deep zone defense. 5 underneath, 2 deep. So first down, man defense. Second down, zone defense, 2 deep. And let's see what Troy Reppert calls on third down.
Troy Reppert, the defensive coordinator for Utep. That pass was intended for Clifton Herbert. So it's third down and 10 for the Rainbows of Hawaii, or the Warriors. Timmy Chang waiting for the snap from center. And we have a whistle. So a delay. Hawaii's really had trouble in finding the receivers and then delivering the ball.
Head ball, false start on the offense, 5-yard penalty, replay third down.
And another penalty that hurts them.
A lot of difference between 3rd and 10 and 3rd and 15. Thero Mitchell in the game to me means protection. He's in for protection purposes.
Gossett is to the far side, Colbert to the near side. Timmy Chang, 3rd and 15. Chang eludes one. Now throws back over the middle, and it doesn't go for a completion. That time, Utep really came. It was intended for Colbert. And Rick Fetty, 6'4", junior from Corpus Christi, Texas, really put the pressure on Timmy Chang. Now they're discussing perhaps he was trying to throw it away, but Colbert was in the area.
Well, we had real good change-ups that time by the Utep defense, Jim. First 2 downs, they rush 4, play man and zone defense, and then on third down they come get them, they sick them. And so nice job of changing it up. Matt McBriar can reverse field position here, though, with another punt like he had the first time.
54 yards on his first effort tonight. McBriar back. Gets it away. Waiting for it is Fenner. Fenner watches the ball bounce out of bounds, and so what they will do is line it up. An excellent punt. That's all the way back to the 26-yard line. And Utep will have the ball at their 26. 10 minutes left to play in the first quarter. No score. Hawaii rather anemic so far in their passing offense. But when a team is successful early on, that means that it's a period of adjustment for the coaches, and we'll see how Hawaii adjusts to it.
Well, I think that's the advantage Coach Jones has with this offense, having been involved in it for so many years. He knows what to do with the different alternatives the defense has, and he needs to see that and then help the quarterback understand what the problems are. And I think you'll see Hawaii adjust as time goes on here well.
5 wide receivers. Quick pass out to Minor. Minor breaks 1 tackle and then gets out to the 35-yard line. There he is rolled down. Matt Wright in on the tackle for Hawaii. Utep came from the sideline, huddled on the sideline, came out and ran a very quick play.
This is Terrence Minor, an outstanding receiver, got good ability, made one man miss, made Gilmore miss, and then up the sideline.
David Gilmore, the junior, 197-pounder out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, making his first start tonight for Hawaii. First down on the ball at the 32 for Utah. High formation. Running with it is the quarterback Shopper, and Shopper is pinched back toward the inside. Making the stop is Abraham Ilamimian coming up from the corner.
Nice job of playing the option by the University of Hawaii.
Second down and 8 yards to go for Utah. The ball at the 39-yard line. Shopper has carried the ball 4 times now for 11 yards. Still early on in this game. Jackson is really hit and forced back. That's Pisa Tinoy Samoa. Tinoy Samoa leads in tackles coming into this game for the University of Hawaii. He leads with 23, and he has 2 tackles for loss on the season.
Pisa is very instinctive. The number one thing you can't teach with a linebacker is instinctiveness, and Pisa has that, and you certainly see it every week from him.
Triple wide receiver to the left. Single setback behind the quarterback. Shopper throws. That is incomplete. It was intended on a crossing pattern for Minor. So that'll bring up 4th down, and Utep will have to punt it away. Utep's punter is Bryce Benecos from Chino Hills, California, averaging 38.6. And he is 5th in WAC punting. Deep for the Rainbows is Brewster. Benecos waiting for the snap. Hawaii setting up a return. Oh, an excellent punt. Waiting for it. Taking it at the 15-yard line. And it's not Brewster. That's Chad Owens. So Hawaii changes. And Chad Owens, who was such a delight last year in returning, a very short return, taking it at the 15 and returning it only to the 19-yard line. 41-yard punt. So Hawaii will have the ball for the 3rd time at their own 19-yard line, and they have stumbled here in the early going. They have not shown any consistency. 8 minutes left to play in the first quarter, no score. Utep and Hawaii, no score here in the first period. For all you University of Hawaii football season ticket holders, the deadline for purchasing your ConAgra Foods Hawaii Bowl tickets has been extended to Saturday, September 28th. There are the same seats that you have for the Hawaii games. It's been extended until the 28th. First down for Hawaii. Ball is given on a sweep to the near side. And Harold Mitchell is upended after a short gain. And we have a penalty flag. So the ball was advanced from the 19, and we have another penalty against Hawaii. Penalties have just blunted the Hawaii attack.
Yeah, we have penalties, Jim, on first down 3 times, and that puts you in real tough down and distance situations, particularly deep in your own territory. Hawaii has not enjoyed good field position thus far, and I'm sure Coach Jones is trying just to put together some first downs. Just get some confidence, but I really believe that what we're seeing here is we're seeing Utep's quickness
on the offense. 10-yard penalty.
Asserting itself here. The defensive front and linebacker positions. Okay, the holding calls against Wayne Hunter. Number 70, you can see him reaching out right here. That's a hold every time. Got to keep your hands in.
So now Hawaii has first down, but now 1st and 20 from their own 9. In motion is Owens. Chang with Mitchell back there with him. Quick throw. That's to Colbert, and Colbert cannot hold on. The ball was thrown wide. That'll bring up 2nd down and 20. Hawaii certainly has been struggling in the early going. 7:40 left to play here in the first period. No score between Hawaii and Utep. Hawaii has struggled over the years here at Utep.
I remember how difficult it is to play here. And this is a really great crowd. I think Utep should be proud of this turnout given the last 2 ball games, but very enthusiastic crowd, good sized crowd.
2nd down and 20. Chang backing up near the goal line. Steps up, throws long up the sideline. For Colbert, that ball is overthrown, uncatchable. Covering on the play was Jamal Fenner. Fenner right with him.
Now, Colbert allowed himself to be run out of bounds that time. As a receiver, you cannot allow yourself to be run out of bounds. You have to give yourself enough room on the sideline to stay in bounds and give your quarterback a chance. And Justin was run out of bounds by Fenner, who did a nice job.
Timmy Chang only 2 for 7 for 12 yards. So 3rd down and 20. Hawaii comes out in that spread formation. Timmy Chank waiting for the ball. Gives it on a draw play. With it is Mitchell. Mitchell gets back near the original line of scrimmage before the holding penalty, and that will bring up 4th down. And Matt McBriar will come in to punt. Godwin Akinduro and Tim Woodard there to make the tackle for Utep.
What Hawaii has early in this game, Matt McBriar is a secret weapon early in this game because he has been able to change field position one time and make a good punt. Another time he has a chance to change field position again right here.
So timeout has been called by the officials.
In a lot of ways, Jim, Matt McBriar is Hawaii's most outstanding player. If you compare him,
warning against Hawaii. First sideline warning.
If you compare Matt to the other punters in the country, I think he compares extremely favorably with who everybody else has.
So McBriar waiting for the snap from center. From Tanubasa Moore. Fenner is deep and dangerous. Low snap. McBriar gets it away. Comes over midfield waiting and taking the ball at the 37-yard line is Fenner. Fenner being chased by Sean Butts. Gets away from Butts. Still on his feet. And gets to the Hawaii 45-yard line. Excellent field position now for Utep. Tackle was made by Michael Brewster.
Let's take a look at Fenner on this return. He gets it right up the field and then turns it into the first crack he sees. Straight up the field, does a nice job eluding a couple of tacklers and getting the ball into Hawaii territory.
So the ball is at the 46-yard line. Utep 1-2 on the year. Utep given up in successive weeks 77 points and 68 points. All of a sudden, they are tough tonight. From the 45. Looking, now throws. That's complete to Jackson. Jackson trying to get to the outside. Gets a great block. Finally is spun out of bounds at the 42. It's a lot of running for a very short game. But excellent blocking coming back. I believe that Shopper was trying to sell that screen early, and nothing was there, so he simply waited.
Well, he just retreated too much, Jim. I think he gave it away. You have to wait for the rush to get to you and then retreat, and I think you'll see here that he retreated just a little early and gave it away, but this is a tremendous job of rallying by the Hawaii defense to hold this to a 3 or 4 yard gain.
Kevin Milhouse with an excellent tackle coming up from the corner. Quick pass, almost picked off. That was intended for Minor. And in the area was Kevin Jackson. Jackson almost gathered it in, and he would be on a romp.
Shopper just is not comfortable at this time with all the offense. You could see that was not a good job of checking out to see if Hawaii was there, and he just threw the ball right at Jackson. You can see some throws he's uncomfortable with. We'll see what they do here on 3rd down.
Chris Francis is flanked to the far side. In motion back to the near side is Jonas Krafts. Shopper looking for Krafts. Still looking, now being chased. And LeBoy finally grabs him. The pass is picked off down the sideline, and running with it is Tinoy Samoa to the 25, to the 20, to the 10. Touchdown. Amazing. Simply amazing. We have a penalty flag back at the 45-yard line.
Well, that's a great run by Pisa Tinoy Samoa. Shopper just needs to throw that ball away, show some maturity as a quarterback, go ahead and punt the ball. You got great field position, but that just shows his immaturity.
Clipping, I believe, called on Hawaii. That's at the 45. Let's take another look. Watch the pressure now from LeBoy from the back.
A quarterback, Jim, has to have a clock in his head that tells him that he has to get rid of the ball. He doesn't have that long.
During the return.
Watch this run by Pisa Tinoy Samoa. Just a great job.
Penalty from the spot of the foul.
He doesn't need to switch that ball like he did. Just keep it in the one arm, but a tremendous job of making people miss.
But that tremendous play by Tinoy Samoa will be called back.
Now that's an example, Jim, of what Gary Nord was telling us yesterday. He said Shopper can't feel like he has to do everything. He has to win the game. he has just not to lose the game right now while he gains experience, because that's the kind of play where a quarterback can really lose the football game.
Travis LeBoy.
Travis LeBoy really, as you see there, quick off the backside.
First down from the 40, following that 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul, which was at the 45 of Utep. Chang looking, lays it off, and with the ball is Mike Bass. Bass is forced out of bounds up over the 45-yard line to the 47. Gain on the play of 7. Tim Woodard again showing up. Woodard is playing a very steady game for UTEP. But Hawaii has some momentum now. They seem charged up following that interception by Tinoy Samoa. Samoa's first interception of the season. In last year's debacle for UTEP, Hawaii returned 3 passes for touchdowns and led 31-0 early. 5:59 left to play in the first quarter. In motion is Colbert. Chang looking, throws, incomplete. Colbert was coming back for the ball and covered very nicely by Kamar Jackson, and Rick Fetty put good pressure on the quarterback.
Yeah, nice rush by Fetty. You're seeing great quickness up front, I think, by UTEP against against the University of Hawaii's tackles. And I think their quickness off the ball is greater than the quickness that Hawaii's played against so far this year, and may take its toll throughout the evening.
3rd down and 3 for Hawaii. Here comes Colbert in motion again. Chang backing up. Lays it off. This is complete to Bass. Looking for the first down. Has the first down. And Bass gets mashed at the 45-yard line. So Bass running to the 45. And Kamar Jackson folded him up there. Kamar Jackson, number 25 from Midland, Texas. He has 2 sacks in the year.
You're going to see Mike Bass in space here, taking a nice throw from Timmy Chang. The ball hits him. He's a little bit behind him, but he takes it down and gets the first down. Coach Jones feels like that's there for them all day if they want to take it.
First down for Hawaii, and it comes with 5 minutes and 39 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Hawaii burns their second timeout. So Hawaii's starting to move the ball, starting to open up the field on UTEP. And UTEP, one of those teams that if they are scored upon, especially when you consider if that interception was allowed by Tinoy Samoa, that really is a game turner. But Hawaii been penalized tonight at most inopportune times.
Just in the early going, Jim, it seems that Hawaii's defense has dominated the game thus far, in my opinion. It looked like it's going to be very difficult for UTEP to move the ball through the air. And they're going to have to run it, and I'm not sure that they're going to be able to block consistently well to do that on a consistent basis. So if Hawaii could get on the board here, it would obviously enhance their opportunities.
Here comes Hawaii, first down at the 45-yard line of UTEP. Hawaii trying to keep this drive alive here on first down. Trying to string together something. We'll see. Chang throws it over the middle. Nothing there. Penalty flags all over the place. Fenner has really played Colbert well.
Well, it looks like they got tied up together that time, and they called Fenner. We'll see if that is the call.
There is another flag in the Hawaii backfield.
So we could have offsetting penalties, because that's generally a hold back there.
Referees really taking time to discuss all the facets of the infractions. It seems that they know each other very well.
If people want to know what officials do the night before the game, last night they were looking at tape of previous games that they'd done as a crew.
There were 2 fouls on the defense. We had pass interference on the defense We had personal foul, roughing the passer, be a 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
So Hawaii moves the ball to the 30-yard line.
Let's look at the roughing the passer. That is way late. They just need to try to hold the quarterback up. Sam Clark needs to hold the quarterback up and avoid the late hit. Here you see Fenner and Colbert just getting tied up, calling it on Fenner.
Chad Owens in motion. Ball is given to Owens on a sweep, trying to turn the corner. He gets to the 30, puts his head down, breaks one tackle, and is finally forced out of bounds. They gang tackle him in front of the Utep bench. Took a long time to turn the steering wheel that time.
Well, it's just when you're running sideways, you're not nearly as effective as you are when you're running north and south. When Chad Owens does his damage on kicks, he gets north and south right now, and that play has got him running sideways, and if the defense has quickness and they're not outflanked, it's difficult for him to turn it up when he wants to.
Herbert and Colbert come to the near side. Gossett to the far side, and now triple wide receiver as Owens comes out to the near side on 2nd down and 7 from the 27. Chang backing up, throws for the end zone, wants the touchdown, and he overthrows the intended receiver, Gossett. That'll bring up 3rd down and 7.
Let's take a look at this. They could certainly call that on the defender. He's grabbing that jersey. That's not difficult to see. That was Philip Moss.
So a big 3rd down play here. Chang is 4 for 11, 27 yards. Chang looking. Now throws. That is intercepted. That is picked off and returned to the 20-yard line by D.J. Walker. That's his 13th career interception. For Timmy Chang, that is his 6th interception of the season. So Utep turns things around.
Timmy Chang is getting more pressure tonight than he has. More people in his face as he's throwing, and more hits after it's thrown than he's had all season. This is a nice job by Walker playing zone underneath the receiver. Walker is a nice-looking defensive back. He's 6'3", 210 pounds from Midland, Texas. Midland, Odessa area in Texas is one of the hotbeds of high school football in the whole United States.
D.J. Walker had 6 tackles and an interception against Hawaii last year at Aloha Stadium. 1st down from the 20-yard line for Utep. Ball is given to Jackson, running into the boundary. Jackson is able to probe out to about the 22, maybe the 23-yard line. Coming over to make the stop, Lance Samuseva. Samuseva, number 92. Coach Gary Nord described the Rainbow front line as stout. He no doubt was speaking of Samuseva.
He was Samuseva, Sapawanga, Mafala, all are stout, not necessarily tall, but very physical. You see Samuseva there, tremendous physique for a defensive tackle.
I formation, 2nd down and 7 for Utep. Ball is kept by Schopper. Turns the corner. Schopper now pitches to Jackson. And Jackson is hit out of bounds close to the 1st down. We'll see where they put up the standard. 3 minutes 42 seconds left here in the 1st quarter. No score. Short of the 1st down. That will bring up 3rd down and very short yardage. 3rd down, less than a yard.
That was a midline option the last time, just a fake to the fullback inside, taking the ball outside with the quarterback with a trail back.
It is Jackson. Jackson is folded up at the 31-yard line, but he does have the 1st down.
Jackson, not exactly the big, strong back you want in short yardage, but has done the job on a couple of occasions here this evening.
3rd 1st down for Utah. Ball at the 31. Here come the Miners. Aaron Cameron Gibbons, number 23, is split to the far side. Shopper with a single, running back behind him, rolls to the near side. Now he throws. That is complete to the tight end, Justin Hunt, on a crossing pattern. And Hunt has the first down.
Nice job on first down, changing it up. They've been running on first down. They come back. Justin Hunt from Mesa, Arizona, the trail guy, as they run the naked bootleg, the tight end right across the field. You can see the nice throw, and he turns it up for the first down.
Hyrum Peters there to make the tackle after a 12-yard gain. That moves the ball out to the 44-yard line. Utep with it, 2:57 left in the first quarter and no score. In motion is Krabs. Ball is given to Jackson, hit in the backfield, hit again. And a loss on the play of 2 yards. First to him was Tinoy Samoa. Then Gilmore, flying up from the secondary, made sure. That'll bring up second down. Almost second and 13.
You see Gary Nord on the sideline, a very young coaching staff, Jim, for University of Texas at El Paso. But Gary Nord is serving as a coach of the coaches as well as the players, and very pleased with the way his young staff has come together.
Francis to the near side is the wide receiver. Shopper looking, rolling again. He may throw. He does throw. That is incomplete.
Pass is incomplete.
Kelvin Millhouse covering on the play.
Kelvin
Pass was intended for Minor.
Kelvin, I might have gotten a hand on that. I think he did. Nice job. He got in the throwing lane, got in a hand on that. Watch Kelvin Millhouse flash in front of the receiver here. Did not quite get a hand on it.
2:10 left the play in the first period. Third down and a long 12 for Utep. Dirk Dillard comes out to the near side as the wide receiver, as they are shuttling in wide receivers now. Four-man pattern. Shopper back to pass, has time. Now throws. That's complete to Dillard at the Hawaii 40. Dillard to the 35.
Pass is complete.
Now, the encouraging thing there, Jim, for Gary Nord and the University of Texas at El Paso, the Shopper really ripped that ball. He really threw that ball with great authority, threw it right on the money, and that's got to be encouraging for Coach Nord. And that's Dillard coming across there, taking it in stride, doing a nice job of turning up the field. Hawaii trying to take the ball away more than they were trying to tackle there.
So Utep moving. They have it now at the 35-yard line of Hawaii. Ball is given to Jackson. Jackson hit at the line of scrimmage. And then he is swallowed up by the white shirts. Gain on the play of 1, maybe 2. That'll bring up second down. 1:34 left to play in the first quarter.
Thus far, I think, Jim, Gary Nord's evaluation of the Hawaii front has turned out to be the case. They are very stout. Utep has had very little success running between the tackles. Look at the crowd we have now, Jim. It's really a nice crowd. Really is filled in.
Second down, about 9. Shopper with space. Looking, he's going to run. 30, out of bounds at the 25-yard line. And that is close to the first down. Shopper, who was a track star in high school in San Antonio, showing that he can really afterburn around the corners.
Now, I think this is the decision right here because this is going to be inches for the first down. I think this is a chance to come up and run a play-action pass and try to score a touchdown, and then come back and pick up the first down on fourth down, or they decide to go ahead and pick it up if they don't make it. But you've got a short enough opportunity here that if they don't make it, you got a chance to go for the touchdown.
It is the Miners who have put together a key drive here in the late stages of the first quarter. Utep has been able, behind the quarterbacking of John Shopper, able to move the ball up the field.
Perfect situation, Jim, to block everybody, release one receiver from a tight formation, and try to score right here.
So they are just short of the first down. This is exactly what the Miners wanted to do, put together long drives. Hawaii defense has been on the field a long time.
I think Gary Nord would say the first quarter so far has gone very much to his liking.
10th play of the drive. Third down, quarterback sneak. They have the first down. And Utep is now at the 23-yard line of Hawaii with 52 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
They decided just to pick it up, and that's certainly an option of theirs right there. But keep in mind that in an identical situation later on, you could try to go for a score because Hawaii really crowded the line of scrimmage.
So now the yards get tough as they are just about into the red zone. They come out in a double tight end. Shopper pitches back. Jackson being chased. Jackson is spun down at the 25-yard line for a loss on the play. Excellent job by Hyrum Peters flying up from the secondary.
Excellent job against the option by Coach Miano's secondary of reading it and reacting very well with the quarterback and the pitch. Hyrum Peters doing a nice job of running to the pitch. There you see the pitch forced inside out by Peters along with the rest of the defense. Well done.
Ladies and gentlemen, that'll be the end of the first quarter. With the score, Utep.
And that's the end of the first quarter. Utep and Hawaii are scoreless. When we come back, Utep will have the ball at the 24-yard line of Hawaii, trying to keep the drive going. Let's take a look at this Budweiser fact. Sponsored by Budweiser. The Utep roster includes 71 underclassmen and only 27 juniors and seniors. The Miners' two deep is populated with 37 freshmen and sophomores and 24 upperclassmen.
That's a great use of the word populated, Jim.
Second down and 10. Throwing the ball is Shopper, and he has to throw it away. Throws it in almost into the band.
Shopper is uncertain in those situations where he doesn't really have any place to go with the ball. He's not steady in those situations, and that's one thing Coach Nord is going to want to see him develop. Just a confidence to just let it go, throw it away, go back in the huddle, call another play.
Third down and 10. Hawaii puts in more defensive backs. Bonifay is in the game.
Jim, I'm really impressed with El Paso's response to their team here, the crowd, and their enthusiasm here tonight. I think it's wonderful coming off the two losses they've had.
Miner and Francis are the wide receiver. Miner in motion. Third down. Big play. Setting up is Shopper. Throws. That's intercepted. That is picked off on the 18-yard line. Returned all to about still on his feet. To the 45 and down at the 47-yard line. Hyrum Peters. Peters' second interception of the season.
Nice job by Hyrum Peters. Ball was intended for Miner. Chopper's just got to see this guy. He's in the throwing lane. He's got to be able to see him and take this ball down and get rid of it.
25-yard interception return by Hyrum Peters. And the ball is out now at the 46-yard line. So a big break for Hawaii. Utep was moving the ball. Now Hawaii unable to move the ball through the first quarter. Timmy Chang under pressure. Chang starts the second quarter 4 for 12 with one interception. Keeping the ball is Chang. Throws. That is complete. And down to the 49-yard line. Up to the 49-yard line is Chad Owens. Owens went in motion and then he kind of hid in the traffic. Tim Woodard finally figured it out.
A little screen to Chad Owens. As the year goes on, Coach Jones is going to try to find more and more ways to get the ball to Chad Owens in space because he's as elusive a player and as strong a player with the ball as they have.
Second down, a long 7. The ball at the 48-yard line. Timmy Chang throws long and uncatchable. We have a penalty flag. We may have interference.
I don't know whether that was. This could be offensive interference.
It seemed very long. Covering on the play was Weldon Cooks.
That ball may not be ruled as catchable. It also could be offensive pass interference.
Pass was intended for Gossett.
Pass interference on the defense. 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
Do you think that ball was catchable? I don't know.
Well, this is, let's just see, they're kind of tied up there. I don't see how they can call that ball catchable. I think Hawaii caught a break there.
So first down for Hawaii. They have the ball just outside the Utep 31-yard line.
I can't believe there's not a little more people upset on the Utep sideline with that.
Chang from the shotgun. Gives the ball to Thero Mitchell. Mitchell wanting to turn the corner, and he's ridden out of bounds. DJ Walker coming over with some more blue shirts, and they were able to force him out.
The impressive thing thus far, Jim, with UTEP's defense is the way they rally to the football, and when seemingly out of position, the way they make up and close on the ball carrier. I think just showing a lot of quick reaction, intensity getting to the football. Obviously very highly motivated season.
Jeremiah Cochran has come into the game as a wide receiver. He is split to the near side. Second down and 7. The ball at the 34-yard line of UTEP. Chang throws over the middle. That's complete to Herbert. He's neck-tied close to the first down. DJ Walker. Walker spilled him. When they mark the ball, it appears to have the first down, and it does.
So nice job by Timmy Chang getting the ball to Herbert. He picks up the first down, and DJ Walker with another outstanding hit. DJ Walker again, 6'3", 210 pounds, ideal size for a safety.
So here comes Hawaii, first down on the UTEP 26-yard line, just into the second quarter of play. No score. Chang gives it on a delay to the near side to Mitchell. And Mitchell gets maybe a yard. Maybe. DJ Walker is there. Tim Woodard is there.
Speed kills. Speed kills. You saw Thero had them outflanked right there, and they ran him down. Excellent speed on the part of UTEP.
Gain of only 1. Second down and 9. You can see.
Again, DJ Walker. Yes.
Colbert is flanked to the far side. Gossett back into the game to the near side. Chang chased out of the pocket. Now throws. Incomplete. It's intended for Chad Owens. Owens on the 16-yard line. Excellent coverage by DJ Walker. And again, you have to credit the pursuit. The pressure by Utah. Brian Gibbons that time putting some pressure on Tim Chang. Chang is now 6 for 15 with 1 interception. And a big third down play now for Hawaii. Colbert is flanked to the far side along with Herbert. Also joining them is Owens. Gossett to the near side. 3rd and 9. Throws down the middle. That is caught. Touchdown. And catching the ball for Hawaii is Clifton Herbert. And for Herbert, that is his first touchdown of the season.
Excellent throw by Timmy Chang, just anticipating where Herbert was going to be and laying the ball out there so he can run under it.
Timmy Chang just placed this right on the money.
Just as he was about to be hit. Excellent job of hanging in there. Herbert beat DJ Walker to the post.
So for Timmy Chang, that is his 4th touchdown pass of the year. Extra point. Ayat is good. And Hawaii leads 7-0. As Hawaii able to take advantage of a turnover, and then they're able to put together some consistency and a touchdown pass from Timmy Chang to Clifton Herbert. made with olive oil.
Whoa. I wonder if we'll get any of those, Jim.
Don't beg.
Don't bet.
Don't
No,
beg.
I've been reprimanded.
23-yard touchdown pass from Timmy Chang to Clifton Herbert. That's the difference in the game. 7-0 Hawaii. Jamal Fender is deep for Utep by out kicking off.
Hawaii's defense playing great so far in this football game, Jim.
It is Fender. Fender short of the 20-yard line.
You just got to fly up in there on kickoff return. You can't be tiptoeing and seeing if there's a place to run. You got to expect there's a place to run, and if there's not, you get blasted. But you expect a place, or you're not flying hard enough.
Keith Bonifay made the tackle on the special teams. It is first down.
If Hawaii's defense can get a good stop here without a first down, Jim, they got some confidence on offense now. Timmy's got some confidence they could come right back and really put a hurt on UTEP, but they've got to get a stop here.
Jackson is the single setback behind the quarterback Shopper. First down from the 19. Shopper throws, and that is incomplete. Justin Hunt was the intended receiver. Covering on the play for Hawaii was Matt Wright.
Good job of Hawaii there. Rich Miano and the defensive staff, Kevin Lempa, the defensive coordinator. They got two guys on the tight end there, somebody inside, somebody outside in a zone defense, because they know UTEP likes to go the tight end in running downs.
Jimmy Smith now has come in at fullback for UTEP. Ball is given to the tailback. And it is Howard Jackson. And Jackson gets out to the 20-yard line. Jackson from Freeport, Texas, came in with 44 rushes.
Hawaii's defensive tackles are dominating the interior of the defense, and dominating UTEP's interior line. That's closed down the inside, which makes it very difficult for them to be as effective on offense at this point as they want to be, although they're 4 for 8 and third down.
It was the 11th carry for Jackson. He has 24 yards in the game. Third down. See if Shopper puts it in the air. Steps up in the pocket, throws over the middle. That's picked off at the 30, trying to get outside, inside the 20-yard line. And Kelvin Milhouse, or is it Peters? We'll see. It's Peters. Hyrum Peters. Second interception of the game.
Tremendous instincts, just sitting in there, reading the quarterback's eyes. The Shopper has to, if he's going to be a Division I quarterback and be successful, he's going to have be more instinctive about where people are.
Hyrum Peters, his second interception of this game, and he was right there.
Dead ball. Unsportsmanship against Hawaii. First down.
That's for throwing the ball up in the air. You know, and that is exactly right. You cannot do that. That's against the rules, and the players on both teams just need to understand what the rules are.
Well, you saw the pressure from Chris Brown.
You saw the pressure on Chris Brown, and Shopper just throws it right to Hyrum Peters.
So the penalty, that moves the ball back to the 32-yard line. It is first down. Hawaii comes out triple wide receiver to the left. Chang with one touchdown pass in the game. Steps up, throws up the sideline. He wants Gossett. Gossett catches it, or does it? No, he doesn't. Couldn't hold on.
Nice throw.
Incomplete.
Oh, he had a chance.
He did.
He was competing against Weldon Cooks. Deep.
We'll see the replay here, Jim. As we see the replay, we see the ball is to the outside where it needs to be. Nice effort by Gossett. On the previous play, when Hyrum Peters threw the ball up in the air, players just need to understand that's against the rules, and it's not something that they can excuse.
Sean Withy-Allen all of a sudden has come into the game at quarterback. Withy-Allen is a senior. He has never thrown a pass in a game. Withy-Allen will run it, trying to turn the corner. He's at the 30. He's at the 25. And he goes hat to hat as they bump him out of bounds there. Paul Smith coming up from the secondary. So that'll bring up third down. And Withy-Allen coming into the game and then all of a sudden running the ball. And Withy-Allen is staying in the game.
3rd and 4. How about it, man? 3rd down.
3rd down. Now we're being told that Withy-Allen was in the game and threw the pass incomplete to Gossett. So we wonder whether something's happened to Timmy Chang. The throw, that's complete. And is it a broken tackle? Ilawa all the way down to the 5, dives into the end zone. Touchdown. What a performance by Ilawa on the near sideline.
Great play. Broke a tackle, did not have the first down. Broke a tackle and fights his way into the end zone, a young freshman. Being congratulated by his teammates on the sideline.
That's a touchdown pass for Sean Withy-Allen. And Ilawa really did the job of coming up the sideline. So Ayat is in to kick. Withy-Allen will hold. The kick is up. And the kick is good. Hawaii up 14-0 with 10 minutes and 43 seconds left. So apparently Withy-Allen into the game, and Withy-Allen with that little pass to Ilawa. Look at this performance up the sideline, breaking tackles and then headbutting his way for the score.
Terrific job.
Well, he's really taken us to new levels.
He's brought customer service to a whole new level.
I think we were somewhere in here,
I think he's sort of raised the bar.
somewhere in there, between there.
You know what he's all about? He's all about this, not about that. What's that gonna get you?
Oh, he deserves this award. There's no doubt about it.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Being a college freshman can be tough. Independence, adjusting to dorm life, making new friends. But how different is it for students studying in Hawaii than those who head off to the mainland? Join News 8's Stephanie Lum and Cindy Palorosio Monday through Wednesday at 5, 6, and 10 for the Freshman Files. We'll take you back to school to follow 2 students, one going to UH and one headed to college in California. We'll see how dorm life differs and follow them as they learn the pros and cons of campus culture. The Freshman Files, Monday through Wednesday at 5, 6, and 10, and only on News 8, brought to you by Aloha Airlines.
Hawaii leading by a score of 14-0. Withy-Allen is 1 for 2 with a touchdown. He missed Gossett when he came into the game. The concern now is for Timmy Chang. Now, the information that we have, it appears to be nothing discernibly wrong with him on the sideline. But Withy-Allen goes into the game, and Withy-Allen, coming into the game, throws one pass that was almost a touchdown, and another to Ilawa. That was an electrifying run up the sideline for the TD.
I think Coach Jones just wanted to get his backup quarterback in a game in a situation that was positive for the offense.
Fenner takes it deep in the end zone, and he will not return it. There's Timmy Chang. He does not appear to be hurt.
Touchdown Club raffle ticket. Here is the winning number. Make sure you take out your red.
Jim, I think the Hawaii defense has been outstanding in this football game. They've got 3 turnovers. They've got all kinds of field position for the Hawaii offense and have dominated, particularly inside. And in the secondary, they've dominated UTEP's offense at this point. And Chopper has really got to be questioning himself at this point, and has got to right himself and come back and do a much better job as the game progresses if they're going to have an opportunity.
Single setback is Jackson. They fake the run to him. Rolling is Chopper. He's going to run, gets a block, no flag, and gets all the way out over the 35 to the 37-yard line. 17-yard gain.
Hyrum Peters, and then on the stop for Hawaii.
All right, here's Chopper doing what he does best, getting on the perimeter and turns up, has outstanding running ability, running through some arms, and gets down.
But maybe that Hunt was guilty of a clip. He was not. He missed Tino Samoa. So a legitimate run of 17 yards out to the 39-yard line. And it is first down for Utep. They trail 14-0. Chopper's been intercepted twice, throws to the sideline, incomplete. It was intended for Francis. Covering on the play was Ilamimian.
Here's where a quarterback just needs some amnesia. He needs to be able to forget about the bad plays and just make throws with confidence, take his reads as his coaches have taught him to do. Sammy Garza, his quarterback coach, was a great quarterback. Just take your reads as Coach Garza has taught you to do and believe what you see.
2nd down and 10. They come out in a double tight end alignment. 2 wide receivers, Francis and Minor. Ball is given to Jackson, trying to weave his way into the secondary. He does, all the way to midfield. And gets to the Hawaii 49-yard line. 12-yard pickup.
Now that's the first time that they've run inside. UTEP has run inside. Nice job of cutting back against the flow. And Hawaii's collapsed part of their defense, the collapsed part of the backside of their defense, got cut off.
First down at the Hawaii 49-yard line. Hawaii leading 14-0. 2 touchdown passes, one by Timmy Chang, one by Sean Withy-Allen. Hawaii jumping offside.
That's what you call a freeze play on offense. They come to the line of scrimmage. They really don't have a play called. They think Hawaii's defensive front is jumping at them, so they just do a real elongated snap count, try to get them to jump off sides, take a knee, and pick up the 5 yards, 1st and 5.
Defense, 5-yard penalty, still first down.
So it will be 1st down and 5 for UTEP.
You need to do this. That's Sapawanga penetrating the line of scrimmage, touching the offensive right guard.
First down and 5 from the 44 of Hawaii. UTEP trying to get back in it. They trail 14-0. Shopper gives it to Jackson. He's in the secondary, and then he bursts outside, trying to turn the corner. Finally is chased down by Hyrum Peters. That's another 1st down and an excellent run.
Better job inside by the UTEP offensive line. Those guys have pride too. They've been working hard. They've paid their dues, and Jackson really bounces around and finds a place to run.
Started to get walled off in the middle. Then the burst to the outside. Watch Hyrum Peters come over. Peters battles the stiff arm and then pulls him down, but that's another 10-yard gain. Ball is just outside the 32-yard line. 1st down for UTEP. Jackson again, the single setback. They fake the play action. Shopper running. Shopper leaps over the 30 to the 29. So making the stop was Kevin Jackson for Hawaii. So UTEP moving the ball.
UTEP needs a touchdown here.
UTEP has been down in this area before, but an interception negated that.
UTEP has run no misdirection so far in the game, no reverses.
Double tight end. Jackson to the 25, and we have penalty flags at the line of scrimmage. UTEP going with that double tight end alignment, giving them extra blockers against the Hawaii line. And Jackson able to add lift. Offside again against Hawaii.
Offside, defense. 5-yard penalty, replay, 2nd down.
2nd down and 2. The ball has been advanced to the 24-yard line. See if UTEP comes out in a double tight end alignment again. Minor to the right and Francis to the left. This time single tight end with the I formation. Ball is given to number 20, Matt Austin. And Austin very close to the 1st down. So credit the Miners. They were down by 14. They were shocked by 2 touchdown passes. Hawaii's been able to turn interceptions into touchdowns. And as you always say, Coach, it's the turnovers that determine the winners.
It's the turnovers. It's the turnovers. It's the kicking game. It's the 4th quarter. It's how well you handle the critical situations. That's what wins in football.
So credit UTEP. I mean, they handle it very well. They have put together a consistent drive, and they're just outside the red zone. The 22, they'll measure for the first down. They are inches short.
It's another one of those situations, play action pass for a touchdown or pick it up, one or the other. Because you can pick that up with a quarterback sneak on 4th down if you don't make it. But this is an opportunity here to get Hawaii crowd in the line of scrimmage and throw it over their heads. Release one receiver. We'll see.
So UTEP huddling. Chopper 4 for 14 in passes. He's been intercepted 3 times in this game. He's thrown for 51 yards. Big pileup as they scrum it for the first down. It would be very unusual that they don't pick this up.
No, I think they've got it.
First down for UTEP. Now comes the test for the Hawaii defense. They come out in that I formation. Jimmy Smith and Matt Austin in the I. It is Austin slipping. And he goes down at about the line of scrimmage as he made his turn. Abraham Ilomimian there to make sure. And that will bring up second down. The clock now at 6:49 in the first half. 14-0 Hawaii, but UTEP threatening. They put the ball back at the 22. Loss on the play of 1, second down 11. To the double tight end. They've been successful here with Jackson as the running back on this drive. It is Jackson. Jackson trying to get outside. He's pulled down. What an open field tackle that time. Pulled down by Tinoi Samoa.
Tremendous job by Tinoi Samoa, because Jackson had nobody else out to the outside if he breaks this tackle.
There appeared to be some movement on the Hawaii side.
Offside. Defense, 5-yard penalty, replay, second down.
Another offside penalty.
Well, Vance Singletary with the defensive line is just gonna need to get his guys going on the football, because that can happen once or twice, but it's happened too much tonight.
Second down and about 6. From the 17, have to go just inside the 12. Well, that is complete. Complete to Jonas Krafts. And Krafts has the first down inside the 10. So UTEP getting close now, as it will be a goal-to-go situation.
First and goal at the 10 is a tough situation for the offense, because yards get a little tougher down here. You're going to see a nice fake on the naked here by Shopper. Comes outside and lets the ball go to Kraft.
They put it at the 9. First and goal. Again, the double tight end. And again, Jackson, the single setback. Lofted into the end zone for the touchdown. It is incomplete. It was intended for Francis. Covering on the play was Abraham Ilomimian.
Ilomimian does a terrific job here of just running the receiver out of bounds. Just running the receiver out to the outside. He's pressing him outside. He's in great position. Terrific job by Ilomimian against Francis.
Same offensive set. They come out again on that double tight end. See if they give it to Jackson this time. They do. Jackson gets to about the 6. We'll see where they put it down. Jackson trying to scurry his way.
This might be a situation here where Coach Nord wants to spread them out and run a quarterback draw.
Ball just inside the 7.
We're not going to run the draw to two backs.
Come out in that I formation. Shopper keeps. Shopper in trouble. Down he goes. And that will bring up 4th down. Matt Wright was there, along with Nui Correa. So 4th down. Hawaii apparently has held them away from the touchdown, so we will have a field goal try by Keith Robinson. He had a 40-yarder against Kentucky. That has been his only attempt. This will be a 25-yarder. Chip shot, really. The ball is placed. It is kicked. And it is good. Utep gets on the board with 4:08 left to play in the first half.
Nice drive, but a good goal line stand by the University of Hawaii.
14-3.
The big one is at 7-Eleven. It's the limited edition 64-ounce double gulp mug for just $6.49. Price includes first fill. Check out Vanilla Coke, now available at our fountain. Plus, enjoy $1.29 refills through the end of the year. And here's a meal combo special too good to pass up. Now through October 27th, get 2 regular Big Bite hot dogs and a double gulp mug refill for just $2.99. Incredible? That's 7-Eleven.
Come support the Warrior football team on Saturday, September 28th at 6:05 as they play SMU at Aloha Stadium, sponsored by Vacations Hawaii and the California Hotel and Casino. Before the game, play the slot machine at the Vacations Hawaii contest booth. Hit a 777 and win a trip or 2 to Las Vegas. Enter the Toss Your Way to Vegas halftime contest, and you can win a trip or 2 to Las Vegas. Compliments of Vacations Hawaii and the California Hotel and Casino. Call 526-4400 for your tickets today. Go Warriors! Hula Bowl Maui presents the Honolulu Advertiser's Pigskin Picks. Look in the Monday or Tuesday edition of the Advertiser and pick one team as the winner of the listed football games. Every entry qualifies for the grand prize drawing for the use of a Honda Civic LX for 1 year, courtesy of Honda Windward Kaneohe, where they'll make a believer out of you. The first perfect score each week wins a trip for 2 to Las Vegas, courtesy of worry-free vacations and non-stop travel. So watch, pick, and win with the Honolulu Advertiser's Pigskin Picks.
Horizon Hawaii will honor a player from each team in tonight's game as it proudly continues its support of the University of Hawaii General Scholarship Fund. Horizon Hawaii making progress every day.
72 yards on that drive of 13 plays, Jim, consuming 6.5 minutes, ending in a field goal, which is a nice job by the University of Hawaii defense of just bend but not break and hold them to a field goal.
Keith Robinson, fresh off his field goal, kicks off. We'll have offside called on Utep. Running with the ball is Michael Brewster. And Brewster gets piled up as he crosses the 20-yard line. But there will be an offside against Utep as the kicker, Robinson, delayed a bit as he ran up to the ball. And part of the special teams crossed before the kick was made. So offside on Utep, that's the call. See whether Hawaii declines it or whether they'll have him kick off again. Brewster, the transfer from the University of Tennessee, he is from Houston.
Penalties declined. First down.
So Hawaii will put the ball in play at the 23-yard line.
That's an interesting decision. You would think you might want him to kick it again, try to get a big play on the return, but I guess Hawaii just wants the ball. Doesn't want to take a chance on giving the ball up.
Timmy Chang back in at quarterback. In motion is Cochran. Chang steps up, has time, throws, that's complete. Ilawa on the 35-yard line, gaining a play of 12. Ilawa just coming across. But boy, did Timmy Chang have all day that time. Tim Woodard made the stop for Utah.
Excellent job. Watch the Hawaii offensive line, and Timmy Chang steps up inside, buys himself another second or two, and unloads the ball to Ilawa.
Hawaii comes out, first down. They have it just short of the 38. Ilawa in motion. Chang gives it on a delay to Ilawa. He goes nowhere. That play did not materialize, and we have a penalty, and I believe it's going to be on Utep for unsportsmanlike conduct. Robert Rodriguez was there to make the stop, and Rodriguez, I believe, will be called for the penalty.
When you're struggling like UTEP is and you make a great play on defense, you just don't need these kinds of things, if in fact this is on their defense.
Unsportsmanlike against the defense. 15-yard penalty, first down.
Just make the play, make the tackle.
Now when he gets up, that's too much celebration. What do you think, though?
Yeah, it's just they want people to celebrate with each other, not somebody that makes a play to distance himself from the rest of the team and say, look at me.
Colbert is to the left and Cochran to the right. 4 wide receivers. Ball is given up the middle to Mike Bass, and Bass, excellent probing of the secondary, gets from midfield all the way to the 44-yard line of Utep. Kamar Jackson there to make the stop. So Hawaii milking the clock. 2 minutes, 46 seconds left to play in the first half. Hawaii leading 14-3.
Hawaii has 1 timeout left, Jim.
2 touchdown passes in the game. One by Timmy Chang, one by Sean Withy-Allen. Chang to Herbert, Withy-Allen to Ilawa. 2nd down and 4. Chang steps up in the pocket. Throws over the middle. Wide open is Ilawa. The ball thrown high and wide. Oh, Ilawa was running in a pasture. Albeit an artificial turf pasture. But he was with the cows, Coach. He was with the cows.
Yes, he was wide open, obviously. Timmy stepped up inside. He's doing a nice job of avoiding the first man, stepping up inside to give himself some more time. Receivers are clearing out the middle and creating space for somebody coming underneath.
2:19 left to play in the first half. Hawaii with 3rd down and a long 4 from the 45 of Utah. Chang from the shotgun. Throws wide open and falling down was Chad Owens. Owens was alone. And that'll bring up 4th down.
That's embarrassing, David.
All right, a sky punt opportunity here for Matt McBriar. Matt McBriar's punted the ball, I think, 4 or 5 times here in the first half, which in my experience here with doing the Hawaii games is, I think, the most he's punted the football in one half.
Deep is Jamal Fenner with 2:14 left. Waiting for the snap from center from Tanabasa Moore. This will take a while to come down. Fenner called for the fair catch. He's surrounded by white shirts. They do give him the subsequent halo.
Let me just say this, Jim, about Matt McBriar. A lot of punters, I consider them selfish punters. When they've got a situation like that, they've got a big average. They punt the ball in the end zone. And Matt punted that ball to be a good sky kick. He didn't get quite as much on it as he wanted, but nice job to try to be an unselfish punter.
When we come back, Utep will try to milk the clock. 14-3, Hawaii leading. 2:04 left to play in the first half. First down for Utep on their 19. I formation. Keeping the ball. Shopper. Pump fakes. Throws long up the middle. This will be a race for it, and it will be incomplete. Triple coverage on that play. Ball was intended for Terrence Minor, Hyrum Peters, Kelvin Milhouse, and David Gilmore on the coverage for Hawaii. That'll bring up 2nd down and 10 from the 19 for Utah. An amazing crowd here tonight.
Tremendous credit to the city of El Paso, to UTEP, the following they have, the crowd that is here tonight.
Again, the I formation, 2nd down. There's a run fake, and Shopper is grabbed and dropped to the turf. Boy, what a job. Coming in was Houston Ala. Houston-Allen, if anyone is going to make a movie about King Kamehameha, Houston-Allen should play Kamehameha.
He would be perfect.
He looks just like it. Hawaii calls a timeout. That stops the clock with 1 minute and 44 seconds left. There you see Houston. Houston out of Kamehameha. Lives in Makaha.
Houston played for Kanani Souza. Mike Beasley from Waianae, one of the defensive coaches for Kamehameha.
You know who we should say hello to tonight?
Who should we say?
Bob Wagner.
We should say hello to Wags.
He's no doubt watching this.
On the Big Island.
Feet up.
Athletic feet up.
Relaxed.
Drinking something that's cool and enjoying the game. And the last victory here at Utep was Coach Wagner's team in 1992.
Chevron with Techron removes deposits other brands can leave behind so your car performs its best all the time.
Coach Wagner trying to stay out of the way of the lava flow.
He's in a...
But he moves quickly.
But he's in a perfect place. So beautiful. Big Island of Hawaii.
I'll promise you who he's cheering for.
You know who he's cheering for? Kamehameha. 3rd down and 10. Utep throwing everybody into the pattern now. 4 wide receivers, single setback. They overload the left side. Shopper, 3rd down and 11. Shopper in trouble. Shopper is dropped by LeBoy. Travis LeBoy. LeBoy showed up almost instantly. Shopper did not have a chance. And that'll bring a 4th down, and Hawaii will get it back.
Travis LeBoy right here has genuine quickness and just has such a great first step getting to the passer, changing directions. There are not many outstanding pass rushers in the WAC conference or in any conference. And Travis LeBoy has a chance to be one. He's not there yet.
Bryce Benecos will punt it for Utep. Chad Owens deep for Hawaii, standing back on the 43. So they just let the clock run down.
They take a timeout.
Oh, they take a timeout.
Hawaii's going to have a little under a minute. No timeouts, but they don't need the timeouts. Here we got the crowd doing the wave. I love it. Just can't say enough about this crowd. The new facility here at Utep. I think Coach Nord and Athletic Director Bob Stahl have got a plan of what they want to do, which, as you said, Jim, earlier, includes not recruiting junior college transfers anymore because they want people that are going to be here for 5 years and learn the system. And I think the fans are showing by their attendance here tonight that they're patient with that approach, and they support it.
Coach Nord has a very young team. He also has a very young coaching staff. And when we were talking to him yesterday, he was saying that he has to coach the coaches as well as the players. And he has to do more of that this year than in any other year. But he says if we are patient enough, this plan is going to work, and we will be challengers in the WAC year after year.
And I think you got to keep the young coaches from getting discouraged if things don't go well.
The athletic administration here also very patient.
I think having a former football coach as your athletic director, as they do, I think he will understand that approach and support it wholeheartedly. Bob Stahl was a fine football coach here at the University of Missouri, the University of Massachusetts, and has done an outstanding job here at Utep.
So hopefully we'll get started here before the harvest moon ends its ascent as it peers in from the heavens into the Sun Bowl. Benecos waits and kicks it. Waiting for it. No fair catch. No fair catch. Owens. Giving ground. Gets a block. Owens still on his feet. Will come back the other way. Being chased and gets away from DJ Walker. Owens trying to turn the corner. He's at the 30, the 35. Owens out of bounds at the 37. That was more than an entertaining run.
The fans are booing. They feel that there was a clip on that play, and I think they may be justified in that feeling.
But he wasted.
I guess we won't get a look at that, but there's 41 seconds left. No timeouts.
he went 20 seconds with that return.
Yeah, he did. That'll take up a lot of tape on the special teams reel.
41 seconds left to play here in the first half. Colbert to the far side, Cochran to the near side. Elawa slotted inside of Cochran. Timmy Chang steps up. Chang throws it low. Bounces in front of Colbert. That'll bring up second down.
Second down. 36 seconds left in the first half.
Hawaii would like to get a field goal here before the half to go up by 2 touchdowns.
Colbert again to the far side, being watched by Fenner. Cochran and Elawa to the near side. Chang throws, same play, throws it low again.
Pass is incomplete. Intended for number 18.
Colbert kind of discards the ball with a disconsolate shrug. And we have a penalty, and I believe we have sideline warning. Sideline warning for Utep.
Sideline warning. It's Utep. First sideline warning.
The old sideline warning.
The old sideline warning.
Did you ever have a sideline warning?
We did. We had many of them. Because you're trying to keep the players back. You're trying to keep everybody to quit ragging on the officials and so on. And we're all just locked into every play and want things to work. And sideline's a crazy place sometimes.
31 seconds left in the first half. Timmy Chang waiting for the snap. Gives it fumble. Gave it to Mitchell. And a fumble. That's a turnover, and we'll see. Utep pointing. They get it.
Now let's see this. Let's see if it was a clean exchange from Timmy Chang to Mitchell. Did he look it in? No. Mitchell and Timmy Chang got a little crossways there. Mitchell got ahead of Timmy Chang. He didn't quite look it in. The back has got to stay behind the quarterback and receive the ball. The quarterback has to look the ball in and place the ball in the back's pocket. Place it in his pocket. Just a little anxious there.
26 seconds left. Utep with an opportunity.
Has one timeout, Jim. They can run 4 or 5 plays here if they can use their timeouts wisely.
Gabe Williams recovered the fumble for Utep. Shopper back to pass. Throws incomplete. That was intended for Jonas Crafts, the tight end, number 83, on a crossing pattern, crossed in front of Gilmore, and the ball thrown awry. Second down and 10 yards to go for Utep, and the clock a problem, 22 seconds, but they are within range for end zone strikes.
You're the only play-by-play man today in college football. There's college football all over the country. You're the only guy to use a rye when talking about where the ball's thrown. Today, there were 147 games.
It was thrown wide.
It was thrown wide, yes.
Second down. Shopper steps up in the pocket. Throws, that is incomplete. Wanted again to go to Kraft. And Pisa Tinoy Samoa was in the area.
Shopper is so uncomfortable in the pocket. You can just tell he's like a fish out of water back there. He doesn't feel good about what he sees, and he really doesn't know where to go with the ball. That's going to be something Gary Nord will really work hard at. I wouldn't be surprised to see quarterback draw here or something and call timeout, try to get 5 yards so they can kick field goal. You got to step into the throw. He stepped away from the throw.
See if they put Shopper on the roll here. Back straight up, steps up, throws sideline pattern, incomplete. That was intended for Francis. And the Bluebirds are coming out here with 11 seconds left and 4th down. So we'll see.
Maybe going to try the 52-yarder here.
Yes, 52-yard field goal.
Would have made sense there at some point in that series. Try to run the quarterback. That's what he does the best.
The wind is not a factor for Keith Robinson. Low snap. He kicks it, and it is. That had the distance, but it did not have the direction.
Rough the kicker.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker.
That's going to be a first down. They could try to kick it again, except the kicker can't kick it. This is an absolute definition of roughing the kicker.
That's Kevin Jackson. Kevin Jackson came in and made contact. Ooh, and that's pressure on that knee. That's not good. So the
now Robinson's going to try to kick it at Jim again here. This is good job by Utep. Use your timeout. You know, let the trainer work on his leg a little bit.
Robinson will be closer, but will you kick the field goal or will you take a shot at it?
What you tell athletes when they're rushing the kicker, a place kicker, a punter, Jim, when they're blocked, stop. Because if you're fighting your way through blocks, you get out of control, and you saw that there with Jackson. You know you're going to be late because you get blocked, and nothing good's going to happen. So if you get blocked, stop, open up the lane for somebody else. Because when you continue, nothing good happens. And that's just a matter of discipline.
So that penalty will move the ball all the way to the 20-yard line. And this is now well within his range.
This would be a real shot in the arm for the Miners if they could hit this field goal and take them off the field with 6 straight points and having held at the end of the half, and be a real positive thing going into the locker room.
37-yard field goal angle from the left. Kick is up, and it is not good. It is wide. So Utep comes away with nothing. The first half ends. Hawaii leads 14-3. And the other 25-yarder from Withy-Allen into the sideline boundary to Ilawa. And Ilawa ran it in with a brilliant run up the near sideline. So the two scores, 14-3 over Utep. Second half coming up from El Paso, Texas. Stay with us. Hawaii against Utep in the Western Athletic Conference. Look at some of the highlights from the first half here at the Sun Bowl in El Paso, Texas. 3 interceptions were thrown by the quarterback, John Schopper. And here is the second interception by Hyrum Peters. And Hyrum Peters returns it, giving Hawaii outstanding field position. Peters finally wrestled to the turf. That set up Timmy Chang with this 25-yard touchdown to Clifton Herbert. Herbert's first touchdown reception of the year. And then Sean Withy-Allen coming into the game. He feeds Ilawa, Nate Ilawa, free on the sideline, breaking tackles, and then headbutting his way, diving into the end zone. Another 25-yard touchdown pass. The first touchdown pass of his career for Sean Withy-Allen. For Utep, DJ Walker picks off Timmy Chang, and DJ Walker, a short return. So the turnover for Hawaii. And then the running of Howard Jackson. Jackson in the first half, 53 yards on 15 carries. His longest was 12 yards. Let's take a look at the AT&T Wireless halftime stats sponsored by AT&T Wireless. Welcome to Limelight.
Jim, the key things here, points off turnovers by Hawaii, 14 points. Hawaii's defense doing a great job in zone defense, particularly Hyrum Peters. Time of possession dominated by Utep, but they've thrown 3 interceptions. Hawaii needs to throw for a higher percentage, and Utep, I think, needs to run the quarterback or keep the quarterback out of the pocket, because right now, Schopper is just not comfortable dropping straight back. trying to find receivers. He's not comfortable yet in his development as a quarterback.
And what about Timmy Chang as you're looking at the Harvest Moon? What about Timmy Chang late in the first half? He appeared to have trouble.
Well, I think both quarterbacks have struggled. Maybe credit both defenses. Timmy Chang, I think, has got time to throw. I think he knows where he wants to throw, but Shopper's very uncomfortable. Timmy looks comfortable to me, but possibly a little bit unsure.
We'll be back for the start of the second half right after this. Ready for the start of the second half. Hawaii leading 14-3 over Utep. Hayat will kick off. Jamal
Jackson and Jamal Fenner back to
and Howard Jackson will be back deep for Utep.
Third quarter.
So Hawaii leading 14-3. Those two 25-yard touchdown passes, officially now 25 yards apiece. One by Chang and one by Withy-Allen.
If you're Hawaii, Jim, you've got to be pleased. Hawaii's not won here in 10 years, so I think to be ahead 14-3 at the halftime is very positive. The Hawaii defense has really stepped up big, made the big plays. Kevin Lemke has to be thrilled to death at the performance of the defense thus far.
Hayat kicks off. Fenner at the 1. Fenner spilled. Excellent play by Hawaii's Chad Kapanui on the special teams. So it will be first down. Let's take a look at the Cairo plan. Hawaii adjustment.
Well, I think the big adjustment Hawaii just needs to make is not a mental thing as much as they just need to hit a higher percentage of their throws. They've got people open. They just need to hit a higher percentage of their throws. And as far as UTEP is concerned, I believe that Shopper has to move to throw and run, but they need to limit the drop back passing game because he's just not comfortable.
First down from the 17 for UTEP as we begin the second half. Ball is given to Jackson. Jackson probes over the middle and accelerates over the 20 to about the 22-yard line. Good gain on first down. La'anui Correa there to make the stop for Hawaii. Gain on the play of 6, second down and 4. So UTEP trying to put together a consistent drive here. Single setback is Jackson. It is Jackson. Jackson close to the first down as he crosses the 25-yard line.
That was a better job that time by UTEP's interior offensive line of getting their pads down and getting up under Hawaii's defensive interior.
Sapawanga was there to make the stop for Hawaii along with Matt Wright.
See Houston Ala there playing some defensive tackle. He's playing defensive tackle and defensive end.
They're going to measure. Hawaii is revolving their defensive ends, putting in different looks in different situations. So that's a first down for Utah as they start the second half. What they want to do is make this a short game. Just keep it on the ground and eat up the clock because Hawaii, even in the words of Gary Nord, the UTEP coach, is very scary offensively. First down now from the 28. Jackson out over the 30 to the 32. That's deja vu from the first play of the second half.
Good news, Jim, so far for UTEP. They're having a little more success inside than they did in the first half, and their offensive line coach, their offensive coordinator, have made some adjustments, it appears.
UTEP comes out in that double tight end alignment. Hawaii with 6 men on the defensive line, and they are showing blitz. Shopper audibilizing. Single setback is Jackson. Shopper lofts it up the sideline, and the interference will be called on Eliminian. Pass was intended for Minor. Eliminian was tugging on his shirt.
That was a good job by Eliminian. Really, he was beat. Better to give up 15 yards than give up a touchdown because he was beat for a big play that they could throw and catch.
the entire crowd on the near side of the field called that penalty.
Sometimes you're playing somebody, and the only thing that you can do is interfere because he's got you. It's just like a foul in basketball when somebody gets away. Sometimes it's the best way out.
So 15-yard penalty.
Pass interference on the defense. The spot foul, automatic first down.
Spot foul from the point of the foul and the automatic first down. So that moves the ball out now to the 47-yard line. Single setback again is Jackson. Hawaii almost jumping offside again. It is Jackson. Jackson able to turn the corner on the outside. Jackson down the sideline, able to run by Millhouse for a first down.
Howard Jackson, very, very quick. He can cut on a dime. As somebody once said, he's one of those guys that's so quick he can turn out the light and be out of the room before it gets dark.
13-yard gain. That moves it to the 40 of Hawaii.
You got a picture of that, Jim?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Is that quick or what?
That is very quick. I've never been able to attain that.
Me either.
I turn out the lights and stumble in the dark. First down from the 40. They take the run. Chopper throws sidelines. He throws it away. Good coverage on the play. Elimimian that time. Elimimian covering Gibbons.
Good job by Chopper of throwing the ball away. College football, you get outside the tackle box, you just have to throw it away across the line of scrimmage.
Second down and 10 from the Rainbow 40-yard line. Utep's biggest offensive consistency is with this double tight end alignment. They don't use it this time. High formation. With it is Jackson. And Jackson, a short gain, angling off the right side. Isaac Sapawanga from Pongo Pongo, American Samoa, there to make the stop for Hawaii. That'll bring up third down, long yardage. Third down and 8 from the Hawaii 38 for Utep. Just underway in the second half. Hawaii leading 14-3.
Utep sticking with a lot of double tight end. They either use 2 tight ends or 1 tight end and a wing, depending on the formation called. Here they're in a 3 wide receiver set.
Gibbons is flanked to the far side. Chopper drops straight back. Steps up, throws over the middle. That is complete at the 20-yard line. And he had all day to throw. An excellent throw. He hits Gibbons. And Gibbons inside the 20 to the 19. That's a first down for Utep.
All right, this is a nice job by Chopper. He comes back in the pocket. He steps up, delivers a strike to Gibbons for the first down.
19-yard gain. Utep has been in this situation before. They have been unable to punch it in. They have 1 field goal. That's it. Jackson grabbed by Chris Brown and also Isaac Sapawanga. And they force him back.
Isaac Sapawanga, we're seeing him get better and better every week. A player with no spring practice, missed all last year, and will continue to grow every week as he plays more and more.
Sapawanga, number 97.
Good job of penetration by Chris Brown, and Sapawanga there to sandwich Jackson.
Sapawanga comes out, and Samu Sebo goes in to replace him. Second down and 8. Chopper takes the play action. Throws. That is complete. That's complete to the fullback, Jimmy Smith.
Pass is complete to Jimmy Smith.
And Smith down to the 11. That will bring up third down, short yardage. Excellent variation on the theme.
Here we are, just with a bootleg pass, fullback in the flat. Play that people in the I formation have run for years and years. Very effective.
Gilmore finally upended him. 3rd down and 2. Single setback again. It's Jackson and the double tight end. Pitch to Jackson with running room. Has the 1st down. Gets to the 3-yard line. 1st down, goal to go for Utep. Chris Brown.
Let's just take a look at this now. Hawaii needs to take that quarterback from the line of scrimmage, not get too far up the field.
Ball is on the 3. Utep can get right back in this game. Double tight end. They come out in the I formation. Smith and Jackson. Shopper to Jackson. Jackson is grabbed at the line of scrimmage, and Hawaii forces him back. Grabbed by Lance Samusevo. Samusevo out of Farrington. And White and I, 5'11", 290.
We're going to see an option here at some point, Jim. This is one of those kind of things. I think UTEP needs to go for it 4 downs here, not kick a field goal. If they don't make it, they leave it down here. But they need a touchdown against this Hawaii defense that's been stingy.
Pitch back. Jackson in trouble, and he's spilled back at the 10-yard line. What a job that time by Hawaii, and that is Elamimian.
Well, I'll tell you, that's the quarterback's responsibility there. He allowed Elamimian to take the quarterback and the pitch. And you need to make him declare himself and take one or the other. But he hung in there, took the quarterback, made him pitch, and then went and tackled the pitch man.
Loss on the play of 7.
Great job by Elamimian.
All right, I got it.
So that's back to the 10-yard line. So the ball back at the 10-yard line. Here comes Utep. Minor to the near side. He's watched by Elamimian. Dillard is to the far side. And in motion is Krabs. Whistle blows on the snap of the ball. See whether it's a false start or whether Hawaii offside again.
Delay on the offense.
Delay.
5-yard penalty. Replay 3rd down.
That's not good. That's not good.
This is the kind of thing that drives the coach crazy. And in some cases, these are coaching errors because a play doesn't get in quickly enough. Give your players a chance to execute at the line of scrimmage.
3rd down at the 15. UTEP did have it 1st and goal to go at the 3.
You just want to get your best opportunity here to get the ball thrown in the end zone with a chance to score.
Triple wide receiver to the near side. Francis Gibbons back to pass. Shopper throws. That's batted down. What a defensive spur by the Warriors. Sapawanga, I believe, got his hands up. That will bring up 4th down.
Great stand by the Hawaii defense. They have been a force tonight. Sapawanga making a play, getting his hand up.
Now we have a 32-yard attempt. This will be by Robinson. Robinson's kick looks good. Robinson's kick is good. And now it is 14-6 in favor of Hawaii with 7:58 left to play in the 3rd quarter. So UTEP, for the first time tonight, has been successful at least in eating up the clock and putting points on the board.
When businesses in our community support the University of Hawaii, we all win. Mahalo to the many businesses that have chosen to show their pride and support for the University of Hawaii with sponsorship of UH Sports on K5 the home team.
Attention UH football season ticket holders. The deadline for purchasing your Conagra Foods Hawaii Bowl tickets, the same seats as your UH football seats, has been extended to Saturday, September 28th. Mail your invoice into the UH ticket office or call 944-BOWS and order by phone. Take advantage of this one-time opportunity, and we look forward to seeing you on Christmas Day.
Who the hell are you? I'm the huntress, and you're the prey.
The WB presents Birds of Prey, Wednesdays this fall.
This presentation of NCAA football is sponsored by Budweiser. With the crisp, clean, refreshing taste you'll find in no other beer, this Bud's for you. 14-6. Hawaii leading here in the third period, 7:58 left. Brewster will be deep for Hawaii to receive the kickoff by Bryce Benecos.
How about some macadamia nuts? How about these nuts?
Brewster, 2 yards deep. He's going to try to return it. Brewster out to the 19.
Nice coverage by Utep's kickoff coverage team.
Mike Perez there to halt his progress. First down for Hawaii. Timmy Chang in at quarterback. Ilawa, one of the wide receivers.
Big win for the WAC conference today with San Jose State beating Illinois at Illinois.
Huge win. Huge win. Cochran is flanked to the far side along with Ilawa. Chad Owens to the near side along with Colbert. Hero Mitchell back with Timmy Chang. Chang is 8 for 21 and passing, 1 touchdown. Ball is given to Mike Bass. I said Mitchell. Mike Bass is in there. And Bass gets to the 20-yard line. Robert Rodriguez in the middle made the stop for Utep. Hawaii trying to loosen up the middle. 2nd down and 9 for Hawaii. So Bass goes out. And Mitchell will come into the game now for Chang. Or with Chang in the backfield. 2nd and 9 from the 20. Chang sideline pass, and he overthrows Chad Owens. He seemed to hurry that.
Just enough pressure to make him rush just a little bit. Hawaii out of sync a little bit offensively.
See Timmy Chang looking to the side to get the play.
Just the pressure right in his face just caused him to go a little high with the ball. Nice rush by Carmel Hyde.
3rd down and 9. Chang in trouble. Now throws sideline pattern. That is incomplete or intercepted. Let's see. Incomplete. Weldon Cooks was in position to intercept that.
Nice job by Weldon Cooks. In coverage, playing the ball, going at the highest point.
It was intended for Owens.
Oh.
He
almost a huge play. Almost a huge play. Weldon Cooks.
Almost held on.
Senior from Midland, Texas.
Fender is deep. And McBriar will kick it to him. The momentum of this game has swung decidedly to the blue shirts of Texas-El Paso. 6:59 left to play in the third period. Good snap. There's the kick by McBriar. Excellent kick. Waiting is Fender. Takes it at the 38. 45. Midfield, and he's tackled there. So Utep will have excellent field position, and they are slowly edging their way back into this game. Hawaii leading 14-6, but Hawaii here in the third period has been lackluster, to say the least, offensively. More to come.
When businesses in our community support the University of Hawaii, we all win. Mahalo to the many businesses that have chosen to show their pride and support for the University of Hawaii with sponsorship of UH Sports on K5 the home team.
If you can't make it to Aloha Stadium, K5 the home team would like to encourage you to check out these locations for live telecasts of UH home football this season. First down for Utep, just inside Rainbow territory. They trail in this game 14-6. Back to pass Shopper. Shopper throws long. It's up for grabs. It is incomplete. It was intended for Terrence Minor, covering on the play, Abraham Elamimian. That'll be second down and 10.
Shopper just needs to get his feet set. Attendance tonight, Jim, 35,170. I think that's a marvelous crowd for the University of Texas-El Paso. Congratulations to fans of El Paso for coming out in great numbers and providing real enthusiastic support for their team.
Gibbons and Minor are the wide receivers. And Jackson again, the single setback. And again, it is that double tight end. That has paid dividends tonight for Utep. Here's Jackson. Jackson into the secondary. And Jackson going for 7, maybe 8 yards. As he gets the ball, advances the ball to the Hawaii 42-yard line. David Gilmore.
David Gilmore from right up the road in Albuquerque. I'll bet he's got a contingent of people here.
David Gilmore making the tackle for Hawaii. That'll bring up third down short yardage. Third down and 2 for Utep. Again in Hawaii territory. Jackson for the first down. He is close. We'll see where they mark it.
Looks like it's going to be a foot one way or the other here. Inches one way or the other. Utep's got to go for this. Looks like it's going to be just slightly short.
So it will be fourth down in inches for Utep. 5:43 left to play in the third period. 14-6 Hawaii. But Hawaii's been back on their heels here in this second half.
This is quarterback sneak material here. Just find a bubble in the defense and go with the bubble. There it is.
Sneak.
Right there. He got it. Every defense has a little bubble in it. You just find the bubble and run the quarterback sneak at the bubble on the quick count.
So first down for Utep.
Good second effort there by Shopper. On a quarterback sneak, some quarterbacks are just not good at running it. They don't get their pads down. They're not good at finding. Steve Young used to be a master of sliding down the line of scrimmage and finding the bubble in the defense and just getting his 1 yard or whatever.
Hawaii leading 14-6, but Utep moving the ball steadily again. They have it at the 39-yard line of Hawaii, first and 10. This is Jackson. Jackson kicks the ball outside, and Jackson is spun down after a very short game, and that's Abraham Elamimian. Elamimian coming up from that corner and coming up with force and with quickness. Short gain on the play. It'll be second down, 9.5.
Jackson's like most good backs. He's neutralized to some extent when he gets turned sideways. Backs are better off when their shoulder pads are parallel to the line of scrimmage, so they can go both. They can go two ways. They have a two-way go.
High formation. Shopper gives it to Jackson. Jackson stumbles. Hit at the line of scrimmage, but kept his legs going and went for another 3 yards. They say that his knee, however, touched about the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up third down, 9.5. Hawaii changes, puts in defensive backs.
Hawaii
goes in and also into the game. Number 23, Sean Butts.
Hawaii in nickel.
Third down, long yardage. Now they put Jackson in the pattern. He comes out as a wide receiver to the near side on third and long. Shopper throws. That is incomplete. It was intended for Justin Hunt. Or was it Minor? We'll see. It was Terrence Minor. Minor unable to hold on a crossing pattern. Covering on the play was Hyrum Peters.
This is where an excellent sky punt would really serve Utep well. Try to pin Hawaii deep.
4 minutes and 13 seconds left in the third period. 14 for Hawaii, 6 for Utep. Clifton Herbert is back as the return man this time. High snap from center. There's the kick by Benecos. Hawaii will not touch it. It goes into the end zone. And it will be first down for Hawaii at the 20-yard line.
That's a real art. Sky kicking is a real art. You have to kick the ball differently than you do under normal circumstances, so it'll knuckle, so it'll go down there a little bit dead.
4:04 left in the third. Hawaii will have it when we come back.
Hey, you okay?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Hey, you sure? You okay?
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm all right.
Dude, you had a stop sign.
Yeah, I stopped.
Yeah, you kind of slowed down, but you didn't stop.
No, I stopped.
No, you did not.
I'm my own eyewitness.
You can't be your own eyewitness.
Sure I can.
Well, I'm going to be my own eyewitness, and I say you didn't stop.
Did too.
No, you did not.
Did too.
At AIG Hawaii, claims are done fast, done right, guaranteed. Call today for a money-saving quote.
No, you did not. No.
Bank of Hawaii and American Express present Aloha Festivals 2002. This year's theme, Ka'uhane o Kalo'ea, the spirit of the master, celebrates island artisans and the importance of their work in preserving Hawaii's cultural heritage. Let us honor the spirit of the master and join all our spirits as one. Buy a $5 ribbon today. Available statewide at these locations and Aloha Festivals events.
Back at the Sun Bowl, Hawaii leading Utep 14-6. And Hawaii will have it at their own 20-yard line. Tim Chang continues at quarterback. Chang steps up, throws over the middle, coming back to make the reception. They say no, he does not. That ball hit the ground. So Cochran, or is it Colbert? Colbert, unable to make the reception. That ball out about the 40. Colbert was coming back for it. And now one has to be concerned with Timmy Chang. He's been off target for quite a long time in the second half.
Hawaii has not gone to their screen game much. We might see wide screen to the tailback.
Timeout has been called, and June Jones calling the timeout. So Hawaii a little befuddled here. Verizon Hawaii will honor a player from each team in tonight's game as it proudly continues its support of the University of Hawaii General Scholarship Fund. Verizon Hawaii making progress every day.
Coach Jones saying, that's my fault. I screwed that up. He had to get a timeout. He didn't like what was called.
It'll be second down and 10 from the 20-yard line. But, Coach, here in the second half, Hawaii just has struggled offensively. They have not been able to get anything going.
Well, struggling offensively is part of any offense's development. I think that we have to give the UTEP defense credit. Quick guys reacting to the ball and very well. And it's just important that if you're struggling offensive, you can work yourself out of it. Total offense 1 yard, and they have 70.
Don't forget tonight, after the game.
But again, the name of the game is to try to win, and the Hawaii defense has been equal to the task tonight. And the Hawaii offense has helped Hawaii be ahead at this point in the turnover battle. They've punted the ball well. And if you're on Hawaii's sideline, you just need to finish the job here.
Second down and 10 from the 20. Timmy Chang waiting for the snap. Chang sets up, throws up the sideline, and he overthrows Cochran. Cochran was sandwiched. He was double covered on that play.
But I see in UTEP secondary, Weldon Cooks, DJ Walker, Jamal Fenner, those guys, they have some really good-looking athletes in the secondary. And for Cooks and DJ Walker, they're both 6'2", 6'3". Makes a difference. Withy-Allen in the game.
Sean Withy-Allen comes into the game on 3rd and 10. This is the second time in this game that he has replaced Tim Chang.
Quarterback draw or option here, maybe.
3rd and 10 from the 20. 3:52 left in the third.
Full screen.
Withy-Allen to run. Allen short of the first down. He is surrounded by the blue shirts. And they deposited him back inside the 20. Godwin Akinduro led the defensive effort that time. That will be 4th down. And Hawaii comes up empty again here in this third quarter. 3:28 left. Jamal Fenner is deep.
And it goes to Hawaii's punt team. The last time Utep doubled the gunners. This time they're singling the gunners. Here they come out to double the left gunner, and they double the right gunner. They're doubling both the gunners so they can get a return. And this is a great time to have the fake punt call. Terrific job.
Throws it over the middle. 20, 10, out of bounds at about the goal line.
That is a great coaching job on the part of Hawaii.
Cameron Hollingsworth was the receiver.
They doubled the gunners again, Jimmy, and if you double the gunners, it opens up the fakes. We talked about doubling the gunners before. Tremendous job by the Hawaii coaches upstairs of recognizing that and having something for it.
Hollingsworth from Leavenworth, Washington. And I think Chad Kapanui actually threw that pass to Hollingsworth.
Chad Kapanui, a high school quarterback from Roosevelt High School. That's an excellent coaching job. Just double the gunners, you got to have a fake.
From the T formation, Withy-Allen runs the option, keeps it, touchdown, Hawaii. So a brilliant fake punt called. Have to take a look at the replay of that fake punt because it faked everybody, including Utep secondary. Hawaii comes down and scores. Hollingsworth goes a mile a minute, and he is just tackled at about the 1 foot line. And then Withy-Allen comes in and runs this option, keeps it himself. And Withy-Allen, with the size, goes in to score 6'4", 219 out of Kailua and Kalaheo. So Withy-Allen getting some snaps in this game. He has thrown for a touchdown, and he has scored a touchdown. Hawaii now leading 20-6.
Hawaii's offense is struggling, Jim, but the special teams and the defense have really come to the front here. And I just point out again that is such an example of outstanding coaching by the Hawaii special teams outfit.
Take a look, if we can, at that fake punt. The snap is a short snap to Kapanui. He throws to Hollingsworth, and Hollingsworth has nothing but running room. And he runs very, very well.
The guy that is usually covering him went out to double the gunner for the second straight time, and it's really, you just can't do that 2 straight times and not expect some kind of reaction on the part of the offense.
Fenner finally grabbed him at the 1. Saw the bag of tricks for June Jones.
That's Tyson Helton, who is in charge of the special teams. Credit him with having that play so you have an alternative. When they do something like that if you do it consistently, has some holes in it.
And now we're informed it wasn't Hollingsworth, it was Keely Nahi Noah. So now we're completely faked out.
I've never seen us faked out.
We are faked out on that one. Everybody was. So Noah is credited instead of Hollingsworth. I mean, all due respect to Hollingsworth, but now we're informed that it is Noah. There's the kickoff by Ayat. It will go to Fenner on the 1. Fenner gets out to the 20-yard line. So we apologize for that. We thought it was Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth is 28 and Noah is 29. And from where we're at, 28 looks a little bit like 29 and vice versa. Anyways, a heck of a play.
Biggest play of the game. Biggest play of the game.
Here's the Central Pacific Bank scoring drive. 1 play, 1 yard. And that was after an electric fake punt. I mean, that worked to perfection. 2:41 left. Ball is given to Jackson. He slammed to the turf at the 20-yard line by Isaac Sapawanga.
Isaac getting better and better and better. He's just growing right in front of our eyes as this season progresses. And he has all the physical characteristics you're looking for. We're talking about 320, 330 pounds, athletic, just needs to play.
2nd down and 10, no gain on that play. Minor to the far side. Ball is kept by the quarterback, Shopper. And Shopper goes nowhere. Shopper was trying to ad-lib his way around the outside. And Chad Kailimoku comes in to hit him. Kailimoku playing in place of Chris Brown in that middle linebacker alignment for Hawaii. 3rd down and 11. Third and 11, Shopper in trouble. Now, with all of a sudden, it opens up for him. Throws, that's complete. Crossing pattern. And that's Will Smith. Will Smith just into the game, and that's a 1st down for Utep. So credit Shopper. Good dancing in the backfield that time. And there's 1:13 to go here in the 3rd period.
You see a delayed blitz there by Pisa Tinoa Samoa. The Chopper unloads the ball. Well done.
Get you some nachos. No. Cheese sandwich. No.
1st down at the 38. Shopper.
Get rid of it.
Shopper finally gets rid of it. This is up for grabs, and it's overthrown, and it looks like Ilamimian, his hamstring gave out on him.
Oh, he's hurt. The boy's hurt.
Oh, that I don't like the looks of that, because when you pull a hamstring, it takes you several weeks to get back, because you have to be sure it's...
Ilamimian certainly has played his heart out tonight. Watch this stiffening right there. Always indicated by the hand going down.
So painful. So painful. Although I personally have never pulled one, I can't run fast enough. I'm sure you've pulled many, Jim.
Walking. Ilamimian.
Bless his heart.
That's a real force. And June Jones walking all the way across the field now to see if he's okay, because that thing just stiffened up on him. Ilamimian is an experienced corner, and he proved it again tonight. So again, we reiterate, a fake punt that was snapped. The ball was snapped to Chad Kapanui, and he threw to Kili Nahe Noor. Nahe Noor, or Kili Nahe Noor, is a sophomore out of Honolulu and Kaiser. We misidentified him as he romped down the field, so we apologize for that.
And they probably, Jim, have a check on that, so that if UTEP lines up and does not double the Gunners, they can check out of that and snap it and kick it. And the upback has the opportunity to do that. So it's really not a gamble in that respect, because you have an opportunity to get out of it if they don't give you the look, the specific look that you want. But they gave them the look, they stuck with it, and they ran it.
Ilamimian carried to the side. Now, I mean, with a pulled hamstring, how do you fly back across half the continent and then the Pacific?
A lot of ice.
Ooh, that's a long
Lots of ice. It's going to be really uncomfortable.
2nd down and 10 from the 38-yard line for UTEP. Chopper gives the ball to Jackson. Jackson is pulled down at the 40. Samu Seba. So Samu Seba, again, very stout and foreboding in the middle.
20 seconds left in the quarter. UTEP just has to find a way to complete some passes to get back in this football game.
Gibbons and Minor are flanked to the far side, and Dillard to the near side for UTEP. And that's the end of the quarter. So the third quarter comes to an end with, instead of action, a whimper. But Hawaii now leads it 21-6. Brilliant fake punt. Central Pacific Bank sponsors the Loyalty Award by donating $100 toward the Central Pacific Bank Endowed Scholarship Fund for every touchdown UH scores. Central Pacific Bank, fiercely loyal banking. There you see the three scores, two 25-yard touchdown passes, one by Chang, one by Withy-Allen, and then Withy-Allen, that 1-yard run after the fake punt that was delivered close to the goal line by Kile Nahinor. It is third down as we begin the fourth quarter. Third down and 8, triple wide receiver to the left for Utep. Third down, Shopper. Brad, Shopper hit. Shopper is sacked. Bonifa was there.
Just being able to pick up the blitz on with your pass protection.
There you see Bonifa going in.
Right there, making the play.
So Bonifa will be credited with that sack. Fourth down, and Benecos is in to punt. Excellent punt. This is Herbert trying to turn the corner. And Herbert is out of bounds about the 40-yard line, and we have a penalty flag on the play.
Just got to pull off the clip. People they want to make a block on a punt return, but they've got to have good judgment and pull off a clip if they know they can't make a legal block.
During return, holding on the receiving team, 10 yards from the spot of foul, first down.
I think there was a hold, and later there was a clip.
There you see June Jones. He's got to go into his magical bag of tricks, and it has delivered dividends tonight.
What he needs to be able to do now, Jim, is just not turn the football over to this outfit, because the defense is playing well enough, the kicking game's good, and Hawaii would love to have a couple more scores, but primarily just need not to turn the ball over. Give Utep some impetus.
Sean Withy-Allen continues at quarterback. Ilawa in motion. First down from the 22. It is Ilawa trying to turn the corner. He gets to the 25, flops to the 26. Gain on the play of about 4. Second down and 6. DJ Walker is there for Utep. It is imperative now that the Warriors use the clock.
On the road, ahead by a couple of touchdowns. Exactly right, Jim. Use the clock. Try to put together first downs. But don't give Utep a chance to make a play and get impetus.
Rolling is Withy-Allen, throws. That's complete to Ilawa. And he's all the way out past the 45 to the 47-yard line. DJ Walker finally made the stop. What Withy-Allen is doing by rolling is really opening up the field.
Very safe throw. He's moving. He has a receiver right in front of him. Receiver's wide open. He has a chance to lay the ball off. Excellent job.
Needs to be moved immediately.
21-yard gain. Withy-Allen now 2 for 3 in passing for 46 yards and 1 touchdown. That touchdown to Ilawa in the first half. First down for Hawaii from the 47. Withy-Allen. Good move at midfield. Withy-Allen to the outside and down the sidelines. He will be finally horse-collared just outside the 10-yard line by Tim Woodard, and Tim Woodard saved the touchdown. I mean, Withy-Allen with a great move at midfield, broke another tackle, and then it was a horse race.
There's not many things as devastating in football as a quarterback that can run and throw.
It'll be first and 10 for Hawaii.
Because the quarterback running the football is the guy that defense cannot account for under normal circumstances.
Woodard saving the touchdown. The ball is at the 11, first down for Hawaii with 13:07 left to play in the game. So Sean Withy-Allen, perhaps the most patient of all the Warrior players.
A senior, Jim, huh?
He's waited a long time. The motion is Colbert. Withy-Allen looking, throws into the end zone. Chad Owens makes the catch, but he is out of the end zone and into the wall. Owens went into the concrete.
Now, I think that is a real negligence on the part of Utep because that concrete is too close to the end of that end zone not to be padded.
See, all of the Utep trainers are there.
Well, I think that's negligence. They need to have that padded.
Hopefully this is not serious. Hopefully.
And that same situation, Jim, exists at Aloha Stadium in the one end.
Just come by Napa Auto Parts. When promise begin, we'll get you out of the fix you're in.
And now through September, during our Sum of the Parts sweepstakes, enter to win a new Subaru WRX and other great prizes, including Las Vegas trips from Vacations Hawaii and Neighbor Island getaways from Pleasant Island Holidays. Details at Napa stores and Napa Auto Care Centers statewide. No purchase necessary.
Come by Napa Auto Parts. When problems begin, we'll get you out of the fix you're in.
All right, we take a look at this now, and what I think all the administration of all programs need to do in their stadium is they need to go take a look at where the circumstances are like this, where a player's life and limb are at risk, and they need to pad that. They need to do something to take care of that. I think that also exists at Aloha Stadium in just out of the end zone, possibly. I'm not certain about that, but that's very dangerous.
Owens appears to be okay.
Yes.
12:43 left. Withy-Allen tackled at the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up third down.
Withy-Allen, the quarterback on a keeper, brought down at the line of scrimmage.
The Warriors would love to have a touchdown here, but what they really need, if they at the very least, they need a field goal to put themselves ahead by more than 2 scores.
Akinduro made the tackle for Utep. Third down from the 11. Withy-Allen.
All right, guys, it's third down and 10. We need you to make some noise for your Miners.
Third down conversions, Hawaii 27%.
Hawaii burns a timeout. They call a timeout. So Withy-Allen didn't like what he saw. He calls a timeout. We will too.
Americans bust their humps 24/7. Time to trash that schedule. And get out there with 0% financing for 60 months or up to $3,000 cash allowance on the new 2002 Dodge that grabs you. Plus, get our 7-year or 70,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Ford, Chevy, Toyota, and Honda don't match it. Grab life by the horns and grab something that works for you. 0% financing or cash allowance and our 770 protection.
Hawaii is a proud supporter of University of Hawaii Athletics.
Best of luck to all Rainbow Warrior athletes, and Rainbow Wahine athletes, and Rainbow Warrior coaches. They have so many nicknames for these teams, from everyone at Big Island Candies, home of the famous chocolate-dipped shortbread cookie. That's the mainstay. Third down from the 11, Withy-Allen. Back there with Hero Mitchell. Withy-Allen looking, throws into the end zone, incomplete. That went off Owens. Owens was in position to make the catch, and another Rainbow is down, or a Warrior is down. You see Owens.
All right, here's Withy-Allen throwing the football. Nice throw, leads the receiver.
Oh, just off his hands.
Just off his hands. Chad Owens will catch that ball 8 out of 10 times.
So in to try the field goal out of the hold of Sean Withy-Allen is Justin Ayat. 3 for 4 in field goals. This is a 29-yarder. He drills and he hits.
This is good.
So Hawaii now leads 24-6 over the Miners. I'll tell you, that fake punt really took something out of the Miners.
They certainly did.
They certainly had the, they had the momentum here in the second half. But what a brilliant call.
Well, just a wonderful call, and it's just, I credit Tyson Helton, a young coach whose dad, Kim Helton, works for the Washington Redskins. He's in charge of the special teams of the Warriors. Many of the other coaches work with the special teams, and he's got a play that is good against exactly what they were doing. They saw it in the press box. They responded to it, and as I said, it really, in all probability, wasn't a chance, Jim, because they had a check off where if they didn't line up in the look they were looking for, they can check out of it. And so that's just an example of Utep going to the well with something one too many times, and Hawaii having a counter, which was huge in the playing of this game.
Terrence Minor and Jamal Fenner are deep. Kudos also tonight, and you said it before throughout this night, the play of the defense. Utep has been able to move the ball, but they have not scored a touchdown.
Well, I think Kevin Lempa's guys have just gotten better and better and better, and there's all kinds of different ways to win football games, and special teams and the defense tonight have really stepped up, and that's I think a reasonably good formula all the time on the road, because everything doesn't work all the time.
Ayat kicks it off. Fenner, 4 yards deep, 3 yards deep in the end zone. He brings it out. Fenner spun down. Alapa. Tiani Alapa. Alapa on the special teams. It will be first down for Utah.
There's a WAC score. Oregon State 59-19 at home against Fresno. That's a surprise. It's hard to win a football game, no matter who you are. Oklahoma State, big win for San Jose against Illinois. That's huge. San Jose State's now 2-2. They play UTEP at San Jose next week. And there's Nevada with another good win. Nevada looking like they have a chance to be a real good football team.
First down. Ball at the 16. Shopper throws it. That's complete on the sideline. And it's out to the 30-yard line. Terrence Minor able to catch that ball.
Now, if you're UTEP, you just want your guys to continue to believe they can win. They just have to make some things happen quickly here. And if you're Hawaii, you just keep doing what you were doing. You don't loosen up. You're just not going to take any first fakes. You're not going to take the out and up or the hitch and go. And you just keep playing.
Shopper 9 for 29. And we have movement. That'll be a false start, I believe, on UTEP. Trade Derelick. He's out of San Antonio. Junior.
False start. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
11:34 left to play in this game.
Coach Jones just keep his pass rushers fresh here.
There's Gary Nord. Gary Nord building the program piece by piece. First and 15 from the 25. Shopper sacked again. Houston Alla. That's Houston's second sack of the season.
Nice job by Houston Alla. I think the thing that UTEP is most uncomfortable in is in the drop back pass. Both pass protection and the quarterback looking like he can get rid of the football quickly with timing. Nice job by Houston Alla.
Second down, long yardage. Shopper again sets up the screen. That's the Jackson, and he can run. Look out, stumbles and falls at the 29. Oh, he had a chance to really make something out of that. First time that Utep has really made that screen and used it to perfection. This time Shopper sold it very well.
Well set up. Shopper going with no huddle. They're calling the plays on the line of scrimmage just to conserve time. Because if they're going to get back in the football game, they're going to need more time. They need 2.5 scores.
Hawaii rushing only 4. Shopper throws, incomplete. That was intended for Dirk Dillard up around midfield. So that'll bring up 4th down. And Benecos comes in to punt.
This has to be agonizing for Gary Nord, because I think if you told him before the game Hawaii would struggle like this on offense, and that he would think that they would have a great opportunity to win the game, but I think their turnovers, the big play in the kicking game, and the way the Hawaii defense has played has been something that counted all of that.
Bad kick.
And there's a bad punt.
That goes out of bounds. No, not out of bounds. It's down at the 46-yard line of Utep.
About a 16-yard punt.
And we have an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty about to be called on Utep because the person who slammed the ball down, John Dornbus, slammed it to the turf. That's a no-no.
And Coach Nord is just saying, don't lose it all here. We've given a good effort. We just need to finish the game, finish it positively, make some plays.
Unsportsmanlike. Get the kicking team, 10-yard penalty, 1st down.
They don't like when you throw the ball down in disgust.
Well, you just keep your poise. We've got young players. You need to keep your poise, try to win the football game. Don't cost your team. We've seen both teams exhibit a little bit of immaturity at times here tonight.
Timmy Chang has come in at quarterback now for Hawaii. Come in replacing Sean Withy-Allen. Withy-Allen has played his best game.
He has, and I think what Coach Jones wants to see from Timmy here is just a good, solid drive, get some confidence in the throwing game, complete some of those balls that he's missed on, so that he comes out of this game not only with a victory, but with a little more confidence than he would have coming in right now.
Net yardage on that punt, only 3 yards following the penalty. 1st down from the 32. Timmy Chang no. He'll take the hit. He'll take the sack. That's only the 2nd time this season that Timmy Chang has been sacked, and Woodard has his 2nd sack of the season.
This is a good rush. Now Timmy could throw this ball away because he's outside the pocket. He could just let it fly, and he saves his team some yardage.
Loss on the play of about 4. Second down. 9:18 left to play in the game. Hawaii leading 24-6. Draw play. Michael Bass. Bass is finally pulled down by DJ Walker.
Utep defense very impressive to me in terms of just their quickness and getting around the football and making what looks to be a sizable gain into a 4 or 5 yard gain because of their quickness and their intensity.
3rd down and 11.
Hawaii 3 for 12 in 3rd down tonight, which I'm sure will not be a satisfying number for the coaches.
Britton Komine has now come into the game. He slotted to the left side. In motion is Clifton Herbert. Herbert has 1 touchdown pass tonight. Chang throws. That's complete to Herbert. 30. Herbert, great breaking of a tackle. And he gets to the 25-yard line. That's still short of the 1st down. That will bring up 4th down. So Timmy Chang comes to the corner as you take a look at Clifton Herbert. And he's going to talk to June Jones. Very short conversation. Hawaii is going to go for it on 4th down.
They'll go for it here. No reason not to. They've got a 2.5 score lead. Keep possession of the ball. Keep it out of Utep's hands.
Hawaii comes out with 5 wide receivers. Timmy Chang, the only person in the backfield. 3 wide receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Chang throws over the middle, incomplete. It was intended for Bass. And Hawaii will cough it up on down.
The ball has to be thrown quickly when there are no backs in the backfield because the posse's coming.
So timeout has been called with 7:40 left to play in this game. Hawaii in control, 24-6.
Everything's got to work like it's a symphony, right? So the piston goes down, then it's going to come back up. That's the job of the piston. You got your valves. You're like little doors, you know. Sometimes you get deposits on your valves. It's not the valve's fault. It's the gas you're buying. If you used Chevron with Techron, we wouldn't be having this discussion.
No gasoline cleans better than Chevron with Techron.
No monkeying around now.
On the all-new WB Comedy Family Affair, school is in. You are their teacher. Today's lesson is French, and English, and math, and Latin, and algebra, and history, and...
Make it stop.
The new WB Comedy Family Affair.
Today on K5, the home team, Hawaii's WB.
To understand the Tion family, you have to speak Dad.
No.
Maybe.
No.
Greetings from Tucson.
Tonight on K5, the home team, Hawaii's WB.
24-6. Hawaii leads, 7:40 left in the fourth.
UTEP should be in no huddle here. Just trying to run as many plays as they can. You got to get the ball down the field.
Shopper throws, tipped, incomplete. Intended for Jonas Kraft.
Good pressure that time. Excellent pressure up front. Good pressure that time by Sapawanga.
You see total yards. 25% of Hawaii's total yards are off that fake punt. Chopper gives it to Jackson, and Jackson goes nowhere. Boy, breaking up that party was Sapawanga.
I'll tell you, I see Sapawanga really growing up tonight in a lot of ways. He's really manhandled the man in front of him. He had a couple different guys in front of him, and he's really done a nice job. He's getting better and better. And I think the fans of Hawaii can look forward to somebody inside that can be a real dominant player as he gets better and better and plays against better and better players. And as you look at the Hawaii schedule, as it goes, they're going to play against better and better offensive linemen.
6:56 left to play in the game. Hawaii leading 24-6. Shopper throws it over the middle. That's tipped. It was intended for Dirk Dillard.
Kids, I'd like to remind you, don't forget to the ground after the game. Participate.
So that'll bring up fourth down.
Shopper's one of those guys, he throws the ball real hard, and he doesn't throw with great timing at times, like right there, and lay a catchable ball in there for the receiver. And he's just a emerging quarterback. He's got a lot to learn. I think Coach Nord will bring him along slowly, but certainly expect him to continue to get better.
Benecos punting. Better this time. Calling for the fair catch, Clifton Herbert. And he takes it at the Warrior 40-yard line. Now the question, which quarterback? And it appears to be Withy-Allen. .636, Withy-Allen, of course, presenting that possibility of running with the ball and keeping it on the ground, eating up the clock.
Well, I think football's a rough game, and I think Hawaii just needs to get this game won and get on the airplane and go home, because run the football a little more than they normally do, keep trying to move it, but get out of town with a win. First time in 10 years, terrific win if they can get that done.
Withy-Allen looking, throws for Colbert, that's complete. Out at the 49-yard line, Fenner bumps him out.
Withy-Allen.
Gain on the play of close to 7 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down and 3. That stops the clock with 6:30 left.
Just a nice throw by Withy-Allen to the outside. Safe throw.
The Warriors will go home on charter. Our way home, we start going in the exact opposite direction.
Well, we go to Dallas, which is not exactly as the crow flies, is it?
No. Here's Bass. Bass pulled down, short of the first down, pulled down at midfield by Robert Rodriguez. Third down and 2 with 6:02 left. Hawaii in no hurry. And the clock starts its descent. From the shotgun, Sean Withy-Allen with Cochran in motion. Withy-Allen throws, that's complete. And that's a first down. Breaking the tackle, up the sideline comes Clifton Herbert. And Herbert is finally bumped out of bounds at the 32-yard line by DJ Walker.
Withy-Allen really giving a nice account of himself here this evening. Running and throwing.
Herbert, 4 catches, 58 yards. This one for 18. So it's a first down for Hawaii with 5 minutes and 40 seconds left to play in the game. Komine and Colbert are to the far side. Withy-Allen running. Withy-Allen running inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Withy-Allen has created problems for Utep. Well, he has brought a different dimension to it.
The normal situation, you've got so many guys rushing, you've got everybody else in coverage, and now you've got to assign somebody to the quarterback, and you're out of people. It makes a huge difference. That's a quarterback trap.
Lamar Jackson, who was taken out of the play, came back to upend it. 2nd down and 1. Sean Withy-Allen. Looking left. Now throwing. That is batted away, almost intercepted by DJ Walker. It was intended for Herbert. Withy-Allen wanted the touchdown. That'll bring up 3rd down and short yardage. That's an example that when you have short yardage, what you were talking about, go for it. You could always make the first down.
Come back and get it.
3rd down
and 1 back and get it. What I was suggesting for UTEP is stay in a real tight formation. They're having trouble moving the ball, make the fake, set one receiver out, everybody else block. You got a chance. They had that situation twice. I think you need a play for that situation.
3rd down and a long yard. They give it to Bass. Great spin move inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Lamar Jackson again makes the stop. But Bass was, I mean, they had him on the hook. And he was able to wiggle free.
That's a nice job of handling the snap by Withy-Allen. Mike Bass put the ball away. Good strong run for the first down.
Hawaii seizing this game and using the clock to their advantage. Again, they are in no hurry with 4:23 left. Again to Bass. Bass wiggles into the secondary and goes for short yardage this time. Again, Kamar Jackson out of Midland, Texas.
Good job. Milk the clock.
Last year, Kamar Jackson had 1 sack and 1 fumble against Hawaii. One fumble recovery. So Withy-Allen, the most patient of players, comes out, and he is excited, this offense.
Good things happen to those who wait, Jim. Huh?
He's waited.
He and Rolovich.
He has waited, yes.
If Hawaii can get this done now, this will be a terrific win because the offense was not functioning on all cylinders, but to get the thing done anyway is a tremendous job because every night everything doesn't work.
Pass intended for Clifton Herbert, thrown over his head. Incomplete, so Withy-Allen will come to the sideline. There you see another backup quarterback. That's Rhodey. His brother is the starting quarterback now for Boise State. You see Mike Cavanaugh and June Jones.
I think Hawaii's offense has been the most prolific part of their team, and so the offense will come around in time, and tonight they will just redouble their efforts and see what Utep did and adjust better the next time out.
Ball is kept by Withy-Allen. Throws on the run. Caught. Touchdown. Britton Comine.
3 minutes, 23 seconds left in the ball game.
They beat DJ Walker. Comine's third touchdown catch of the season. Second touchdown throw by Withy-Allen. And again, you saw an example, Withy-Allen rolling and then throwing. What a catch by
He's
Comine.
done such a nice job. He's given them another dimension, a dimension that really enhances their offense because of his ability to run.
Ayat drills the extra point, and it is now 31-6. Hawaii with 3 minutes and 23 seconds left from the Sun Bowl. It will be a long-awaited victory here in El Paso.
We know how it feels to be a parent. We also know how it feels to wonder about life insurance. To help you be absolutely sure you have the right life insurance coverage for your family, turn to someone who understands your life, a State Farm agent.
We live where you live. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Dear Coach Krzyzewski, my name is Joe Sunungatuk. I'm 17 years old and I attend high school in Chugiak, Alaska. My town is pretty small, so scouts don't come here. I'm doing this video so you can see me play. I don't know if I'm good enough to play for Duke, but I'd sure like to find out. Thanks for looking. Sincerely, Joe Sunungatuk.
The Sony Digital 8 Handycam and Vio computer.
Scoring drive for Hawaii, sponsored by CPB. 9 plays, 59 yards, 3 minutes, 13 seconds, and elapsed time. Withy-Allen to Comine instead of Gossett. Emmons is deep. It goes to Emmons. Emmons bulldozes out over the 15 to about the 17-yard line. 3 minutes and 13 seconds. So I have to turn to you, and I have to ask you, the performance tonight of Sean Withy-Allen, does that percolate a quarterback controversy going into next week at home against SMU?
Well, I don't necessarily think so. I just think it gives them some alternatives. I think you need alternatives. You need two quarterbacks. You need two guys that you believe can play, and they've got two guys that are very different, I think, which can complement each other very, very well. And I don't think either one of those guys necessarily are worried, but it certainly is a credit to Withy-Allen that he's bided his time and waited for the opportunity. The opportunity has come, and he's proven tonight that he can play, and that gives Coach Jones an alternative. I still think, obviously, he needs to. Now, I'd like to see Timmy Chang get off the bench and be cheering on the defense here, because I think that's the job of any quarterback that's on the sideline. But I think what Withy-Allen has proved is that he's an alternative. But I think certainly Timmy has done too many good things over too long a period of time for anybody to think that he can't be an excellent quarterback.
Orlando Cruz in at quarterback now, rolling Cruz throws. That's complete up the field to Justin Hunt, back up tight end. And Hunt motors for the first down over the 30-yard line to the 31.
We were told yesterday, Jim, that Orlando Cruz is their best throwing quarterback. He's a freshman from Harlingen down on the Mexico border. I think Coach Nord feels like he's the best pure passer that they have on their roster.
First down and 10. Well, that's complete to Dirk Dillard. And Dillard gets out over the 40 to about the 41. And that should be enough for a first down. Another 11-yard gain with 2 minutes and 10 seconds left. Sean Butts able to usher him out of bounds.
And that was a nice throw by Orlando Cruz. He's got a chance to assert himself here and possibly show Coach Nord that he can engineer a drive for a score.
Cruz in trouble. Cruz flung down by Nui Correa. So Correa with his first sack of the season out of St. Louis. And Honolulu started his career at UNLV, number 58.
What I'm seeing from the Hawaii defenders tonight, Jim, is there's a lot of elusive people on the Utep team, and the Hawaii defenders, when they get their hands on you, they're big, strong guys that have got enough strength to bring you down, whether it be an arm tackle or they can get their pads on you. So I think all that is encouraging for the rest of the season where they're going to play against elusive people.
2nd and 16. Cruz throws, sideline pattern, and he throws it out of bounds. Covering on the play was Millhouse. Pass was intended for Aaron Gibbons. And there's 1 minute, 17 seconds left. Hawaii will be 2-1 on the season. More important than that, Hawaii will be 1-0 in the Western Athletic Conference.
And the Western Athletic Conference, Jim, looks to me like there's a whole bunch of teams that could contend for the championship. You talk about Nevada. San Jose State certainly has done some good things early in the season. There look like there are a bunch of teams that have that capability.
Long throw. That's intercepted. Finally picking it up and coming to the sideline with it. And it's intercepted by Lono Manners. Lono Manners in there as a reserve. Manners picks off his first.
Pass is intercepted by number 15.
There he is, Lono Manners.
What a wonderful thing for Manners to just get a couple of snaps and get himself a pick. The ball is tipped up in the air and he's able to hang on to it. Nice job.
Johnny Enriquez, please meet your parents under the press box. Johnny Enriquez, please meet your parents under the press
101
box.
left. So Withy-Allen goes out to finish it up here.
It's a really nice win for Hawaii. Really, really nice win, because the best way to win is when you still got some things you need to do better. You get a tough win on the road. It's been tough to come by for the University of Hawaii over the past 10 years.
Carrying the ball is John West. West just into the game for Hawaii, number 20. DJ Walker continues to perform well for Utep. 46 seconds left.
And yet the players, Jim, they know they can play better, and the coaches know that they have to play better, and so the players will be very attentive about improving and listen very carefully to what Coach Jones and his staff have to say, particularly on the offensive side of the ball, but not to exclude the defense, because everybody needs to get better. But there's plenty of that, but there's the satisfaction of going home with a win.
Final play. Ball is given again to West. Midfield down to the 40-yard line. They say he stepped out at about the 41. So we're looking forward to the trip home tomorrow from row 29A. That's where the rib of the airplane comes down. It's where it's joined to the wing, and it sticks in your back for 8 hours. The Samoan.
Talofa.
Yeah, the Samoan contingent is here. Hawaii will be 2-1. This has been a long time coming, winning in Utep. And they will take a knee, and the final will be 31-6. Warriors. So the Warriors will be home against SMU next week, but they celebrate a victory tonight over Utep, a very stubborn Utep team. It was a close game through the first half. Utep then really seized the momentum. And the big play turner, the game turner, was a fake punt that was snapped to Chad Kapanui. He threw the ball to Kile Nahe Noah, and Noah rambled all the way to the 1-yard line. Sean Withy-Allen comes into the game. He throws 2 touchdown passes, and he scores a touchdown. He was 5 for 10 in passing.
Let's give Coach Jones some credit on the fake, because he's the guy that in all probability had to sign off on that. And a lot of head coaches don't want to sign off on something like that because they don't necessarily have the confidence in it. But Coach Jones had undoubtedly seen that work in practice, seen it checked out of in practice, and believed that it had a chance to be effective.
It's Bert Lewis of the Advertiser walking along with Coach Jones. These are the players of the game, sponsored by Verizon Hawaii. Sean Withy-Allen, 89 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, 67 rushing yards, and a rushing touchdown. Without a doubt, his first game as a Rainbow where he has positive yards. He throws his first pass. He throws 2 touchdown passes. He scores. It'll be a night for him to remember. And Harold Jackson, 31 carries, 94 yards. He kept battering the Hawaii defense all night long. Verizon Hawaii is pleased to make a contribution for scholarships to the University of Hawaii. Verizon Hawaii making progress every day. So that'll do it from the Sun Bowl. This has been another broadcast of the Rainbow Football Network. For my broadcast partner, Dick Tomey, the entire El Paso crew, thanks for watching, everybody. And as always, now more than ever, malamo pono ke kai I ke kai.
Services have been provided by Ke'ehi Ice House in exchange for promotional consideration.
From the biggest auto showroom in Hawaii, a massive 2002 model Mazda and Volkswagen liquidation. Now at Microphone.
I hope you're all having a good evening. Marathon. Saturday's 31-6 road win at Utep. But for the second straight outing away from home, Warriors quarterback Timmy Chang struggled. 9 of 27, just 85 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception before being lifted for Sean Withy-Allen. Now, I'm sure some fans, in talking Hawaii football, have created a quarterback controversy. For the record, there is none.
Coach, Timmy Chang seemed to, in that game, struggle with a few things that we've all seen him do 1,000 times. Is that just one of those games, or is there something more to it? Perhaps that injury bothering him a little bit more?
I don't think the injury's bothering him. He just needs to not make it as hard as it is. Mistakes he's making are kind of, I think, just brought on by, not doing just the things that he's done 1,000 times and making it harder than it is, and he just needs to relax and go play.
Without hesitation, June Jones today said Timmy's the starter. His struggle, says the coach, all fixable, but he's not giving any details.
That's what I get paid the big money for. You get paid to coach through these things, and I'll get him through it, and we'll be better because of it.
Senior Sean Withy-Allen, inspiring story. Through his first ever college passes in that game, 5 of 10 overall with 2 TDs.
I thought he did some good things, for the first time being in there. He played with poise, and he had some good runs. Did a good job.
Add one more piece to the Warriors quarterback puzzle. What we first reported last Wednesday confirmed today. Jason Wielden has returned to the team. He's left to deal with some personal matters, but whatever family issues he faced have all been worked out.
In life, you sometimes when he's struggling with some things personally, it's easy to walk away and go. Sometimes you got to bite the bullet and go, and I think that he made the right decision for that, to try to fight through the stuff.
Quarterback Timmy Chang had just 9 completions on 27 attempts, 85 yards, and 1 touchdown against the Miners, but Jones says he'll get him through the tough times.
You get paid to coach through these things.
On the other side of the ball, Hawaii safety Hyrum Peters, named WAC Defensive Player of the Week today, lost 13 tackles, 10 of them solo stops. He came up with 2 interceptions.
He played exceptionally well. I mean, he's played great all 3 games. Finally got some recognition. He's just a football player. I mean, since he's been here, he's a football player, and I think he's not afraid to make mistakes playing full speed. He plays full speed. He's got a gear, and he's anticipating and he sees things before they happen.
Up next for Hawaii, 0-4 SMU Saturday night. Undefeated Rainbow Wahine Volleyball.
I'm John Veneri, Channel 2 Sports.
You need 2 quarterbacks.
Thanks, Johnny. Warriors defensive back Hyrum Peters was all over the field this past Saturday night, and for his efforts, the junior was named the WAC Defensive Player of the Week. Peters had 2 interceptions in the first half. He was also in on a career-high 13 tackles, 10 of which were solo.
Moving from corner to safety was a big change up for our defense, and just pretty much I just had a feeling I'll be one of the guys making the plays in the backfield, and safeties is one of the most important position.
25-yard line for a loss.
The Wahine soccer team
brought on by not doing just the things that he's done 1,000 times, making it harder than it is, and he just needs to relax and go play.
In the meantime, after a 5-for-10 outing against the Miners that included 2 touchdown passes, Withy-Allen will now have to compete again for Chang's backup spot now that Jason Wilden, who left the team last week, is returning.
He's struggling with some things personally. It's easy to walk away and go. Sometimes you got to bite the bullet and go, and I think that he made the right decision for that, to try to fight through the stuff. And I really feel he needs us, a lot too as a team.
Giving credit where credit is due, Hawaii safety Hyrum Peters set up 2 scores against the Miners. The Peters picks just half the story. The Kahuku grad also hit his career high for tackles in the game with 13. And for that kind of defensive domination, Peters was named Defensive WAC Player of the Week today. Of the 13 tackles, 10 were solo takedowns. Peters also leads the Warriors with 29 tackles overall.
I just had a feeling I'll be one of the guys making the plays in the backfield, and safeties is one of the most important position on defense, and just seeing the whole field, you see the whole picture, you can do whatever you want.
Switching back to Hawaii's offense, offensive line coach Mike Cavanaugh had few words of praise for his starting line today at the quarterback club. In his own words, he's not real happy with the way his front 5 are playing right now.
When we talk about technique, you talk about leverage on pass sets, on run blocks. That means bend your knees, play under people's pads. We're very inconsistent right there.
Coach Cavanaugh with high standards, but that's why 3 of his men have been drafted by the NFL. In Wahine
Peters recorded a career-high 13 tackles against Texas-El Paso last Saturday. He also pulled down 2 interceptions. That's 3 picks for him on the year. Tops on the team, he says it's all because the coaches moved him to the middle of the Hawaii defense.
Just from moving from corner to safety, it was a big change up for our defense, and just pretty much I just had a feeling I'll be one of the guys making the plays in the backfield. I don't know, I just love that position, safety, and whenever they call is a blitz or a zone, don't matter. I just play hard, and just wherever the ball is, I react to it.
Peters' Player of the Week performance sparked the Hawaii defense that had to step it up against the Miners. With Hawaii's passing offense stuck in neutral, the Hawaii defense held the line as the Warriors opened WAC play with the win. Hawaii quarterback Timmy Chang did not have his best day against Utep last Saturday, going just 9 of 27 for 85 yards. He watched backup quarterback Withy-Allen come in to lead Hawaii on 3 scoring drives.
I thought he did some good things, for the first time being in there. He played with poise, and he had some good runs. Did a good job.
But even with Withy-Allen's good showing, Timmy Chang remains as Hawaii's starter at quarterback. And according to Jones, a tweak here and a tweak there, and Chang will be good to go.
Mistakes he's making are kind of, I think, just brought on by, not doing just the things that he's done 1,000 times. making it harder than it is, and he just needs to relax and go play.
And despite the grounding of the UH passing game in El Paso, Jones says, number one, he's confident the UH offense will again start firing on all cylinders, and two, he's happy the defense can turn up the heat when the offense goes cold.
You know, the first quarter was frustrating because I knew what was there, and it wasn't anything they were doing, but we just find a way to screw it up or not do it, and that frustrates you. You know, when you're having a bit of an off day in one part of the game, the rest of the guys got to pick it up, and they did that. Special teams and defense picked it up. Some days the offense does it, and I'm glad to see the defense did what they did.
Next up for the football Warriors, the Mustangs of SMU. You can catch that game 6:05 in Halava, or at 10 o'clock on K5, the home team, or catch it on pay-per-view. Either way, it should be a good one. Hawaii playing at home for the first time in almost a month. On the court now, no changes.
That fifth-year senior quarterback Sean Withy-Allen was solid, throwing for 2 touchdowns, running for another one. Naturally, after 5 years of hard work, he was thrilled with the results.
Something Laura told me was that one day, you know, I'd be out there, so be ready. So I knew, I don't know if it was going to be this year, last year, the year before, I didn't know. So I just, every single game, I went out there expecting to play and expecting, knowing that, you know, there's going to become a time that I'll be out there.
As for the starter, Timmy Chang, he struggled, completing just 9 of 27 passes with 1 TD and 1 interception. He wasn't pleased with his performance.
It was just lack of focus, lack of concentration. You know, I didn't make the right reads. I really did stink in Utep, you know. You know, I don't know how bad how worse it could have got, but no, I really sucked.
Signal caller connected on 13 of 26 passes for 316 yards and 4 touchdowns as the Warriors rolled to a 50-7 victory.
Well, we scouted up Punahou really well, so we knew that they brought the blitz and the heat, so they're pretty much giving up a lot of space back in the secondary. So it's like you come with the heat, you got to pay for it.
Caleb Spencer is a special young guy. He's a hard-working, tough-minded athlete that's not afraid of work and not afraid of competition.
Spencer is a perfectionist. Despite the huge numbers, he expects to play better.
From the outer point of view, from everybody's point of view, I did good, but from me, I think I did poor because a lot of easy passes that should have been completed and a lot of misreads on certain plays that should have gone for at least 5 here and 10 there. It was all right. I'm okay with it, but then this week I have to be crisp.
Next up for the Warriors, the St. Louis Crusaders. Congratulations to Kamehameha's Caleb Spencer, our Channel 2 Honda Athlete of the Week. Or at least that's part of it, let's say.
All right. Thanks, John. Focus, lack of concentration. You know, I didn't make the right reads. I really did stink in Utep, you know. I don't know how how worse it could have got, but no, I really sucked, and that's my only personal opinion.
Under the microscope as well, Sean Withy-Allen, whose second pass of his 5-year career accounted for this score versus the Miners. Overall, Withy-Allen threw for 2 and ran in 1 score in El Paso. Now he's Hawaii's second-string QB.
Just every single game, I went out there expecting to play and expecting and knowing that, you know, there's going to become a time that I'll be out there. So that's why I was trying to learn as much as I can. When I got out there, it really wasn't a big deal. You know, I thought it was easier than practice myself.
Back at practice today was Jason Wielden. The JC transfer returned after 2 weeks away due to family problems in California. Wielden, who's now dropped down in the depth charts to the 3rd backup, has assured his teammates he will not leave again.
When you go through tough times, you know, Coach told me that's where you do the most growth is, you know, through the valleys. And, you know, it's kind of hard to see the light right now, but, you know, I'm starting to think that, you know, all this stuff happens for a reason.
Timmy Chang, of course, his harshest critic. Here's how the quarterbacks compare after 3 games. Chang, 48.
Nothing to do with them. It was just some personal issues that I had to deal with and I had to take care of. And they're real supportive about that. And, you know, I told them, you know, it's not going to happen again, and I'm real sorry it happened. And it was just something that I had to do. And it's over now, and I'm happy to be back, and I'm just looking forward to moving on from it.
And we wish Jason the best of luck. Next up for the football Warriors is SMU. The Mustangs, they were stung last year in Dallas by a UH overtime win. They're looking to even things up this year. 6:05 in Halava, 10 o'clock on K5 or live on pay-per-view. It's all coming your way this Saturday. Also on
But if you study the history between the two, it's easy to assume the Wahine have the advantage. Hawaii goes into this match without ever having lost to Rice. Dave Shoji's squad with a 10-0 start.
Shoji Kahumoku is actually playing better than her All-American season. She's currently second on the UH team with just under 5 kills per game, and even with the year off, through the first 10 matches of this season, Kahumoku has not missed a beat.
You know, it's like I never left, honestly. It's like no time went by, but as far as the WAC is concerned, you know, the teams in the WAC are very functional, very competitive teams. It's just that on our side of the net, we're so overwhelmingly competitive and talented that, you know, it seems uneven. But for us, we just really need to maintain a high level of competition the whole way through. And especially if we want to get better, we have to challenge ourselves here in practice.
And so the Wahine open up WAC play this week when they host the Rice Owls at the Stan Sheriff Center. That match will be coming your way at 7 o'clock on Friday. You can stop on by Manoa or catch that match live on the home team K5. In the bigs, the playoff races are going.
Good night.
And now, guest stars on Bernie Mac. Wednesday night at